Emrena so yaba Imobi akwa baba program no so wote anka live so e won kran importem nyina Kessben 92.9 sanso na mo amohwe DSTV channel no 364 na fe Go TV channel no 121 Emrena so midfield action money entrance kopim se donko ebebo na page emu na fe breaking news abejafo enso abetrase yen chen ho kura Tony Montana ina enim se ne Champions League nights matches ewo hopi na me didi pa se de dodo no ano ani bedi akire pa no ye Bayern and PSG game no nyame ya admo china nso matches ni bi ewo ho no sensem pi ewo ha me didi pa se china nso the amanfo ani bedi akire pa Liverpool and Tony Montana team Madrid na de besi inform Liverpool and slots assembly all right. If you can away any club news, I would want to Tony at the brain news P or you know the brain of Bagana. No, even Africa and Sana Yaba a year or Maimu Sanso and a year CAF Champions League matches and so Ebekoso a year group stage matches no and also Bekoso our Mohammed at the Nina Hunsensem Ebebre Naya Befi clubs no a young Boboapa MTNFA Cup. Games everybody so weekend clubs no young bobo pa news bay and work clubs no when right here say Aduana asaki obo coach ya a champion onye no nko a ade coaching Kumasi Asante ko tom say nra kra nra no a meeting assign course coach Ogum ya gina adwuma ne bi afri nsem ya eno edi motion na one IMC member e na free ho Penny say on your IMC member, Pium. Say team na and on the senator say on coach. And SMP. You bet you home come any other stories I have one the Bremo. Montana de Tony.
Godfather.
Say yeah.
Nyami adum na unso e.
Nakopadum eyepa. And then Machia Masafachao. Tony Montana Papa SM. For the first time.
Neniagia.
Oh yes.
Neniagia no opportunity to be seen.
Me hunu from a distance.
Yeah.
That's me Ben see actually so. Miss Meniagia pa.
Oh, that's a powerful opportunity.
Well. Yes, we wish him well. Maybe I be come pa. Maybe I will be a Masafacha near Busharina.
Swami Son Joseph.
Swami Son Joseph.
Okay. Auto mechanic.
Okay.
Master Facha.
Wow. Koto ngwanuma. All right.
Oh, what
is up, Meniaji? And then we will never Meniaji pa. You who from a distance and bone, you know, not yet. I. Who is a mobile? Oh, I'll create my baby. Koto ngwanuma. Okay.
Godfather.
And the young Kotoni.
Medasipi award winner. Yeah, in summer so uncle for a cruise so yeah man for any I have for kwaba. Yenko Asia, and Asian Champions League no enra etwaso enye fedia grokra na Al Nassr led by Cristiano Ronaldo kwaye joining na kwache agarafa esom by 3 goals 1 enra Ronaldo ebo brace o share 2 goals enti so far only 87 goals na Ronaldo target so obeshe 1000 goals no etimi abamu enra on the share first esanso am share last goal nti enra game a course no and our Kessben television so nti Ronaldo the first goal no na ayeniti what do say this season kwa Ronaldo or 22 goal contribution na a 18 goals plus 4 assists for both club and then country name you see this year 2024 Ronaldo about 49 games and na wash 40 goals I 7 assists until this year the year 2024 Ronaldo 47 goal contribution 40 goals and then 7 assists and goals are Ronaldo share and our Kessben television so UEFA Champions League and then matches all hopper a best from a 5:45 now about 18 so the remaining games and so at me about of course Sergio at the biggest fixture at the two draw and the fixture so upload our Kessben television so and then our alliance Munich, Bayern Munich Football Club, no, or more airball against PSG. Now, on said Didi Haman ebe ball Hurricane echi say striker no important games, big games no otimi enshego osha class nketwa na otimi shego Hurricane enra osha media no all of them a response so ebaye. Mo bi ntie nsem a Hurricane response to Didi Haman nsem no ntie ken nankasem.
Yeah, maybe it's a little bit out of context. I think if you look at my goals last season against some of the bigger teams, Dortmund away, Stuttgart, all those types of games, yeah, maybe it's taken a little out of context. But look, I try and score in every game. I try and help the team in every game. Obviously, this week's a really big week, and we know that. As the striker in the team, the goal scoring in the team, I want to help the team by scoring goals for sure. But as always, I always feel like my performances are more than just goals, both with and without the ball. So if we get...
Ken, with or without the ball, person contributed to the club. And see, Ebia didn't have man. I say you're taking it out of context because last year I say against the bigger clubs on our board Dortmund, Ebo Stuttgart, any other clubs almost the name of only 8 and he said one shego mpa obetimi abua club no ha ma so etimi every games. Joshua Kimmich reports in ebe pin contract no eyewu ya linking to Barcelona, Madrid mpo Liverpool, any other clubs Joshua Kimmich. Now so and then report a 3 minute eba and he said boy you closer so be extended the contract no chance say obe free by me the Como Football Club no mo and so atimi akọ na and then you PSG say omo enya a good news because personal Kimpembe na and oye part of the match day squad no and nkwa no good news at the emomo because prior no since last year February untimi si akan na 638 days any since February 26 2023 enti papa na almost 1 year nie enti boy no afei na wa travel ni pra no ene surgery no kwaye no ene ye hwe Kessben so players no omo bobo na omo life span of football mun esu pra etimi eba hwe de esi asteche ne nine na enye easy cry nti omo nyomo bibi na say omo edi a na wadare mo jama players no so etimi enjoy omo life because adwuma na omo ye no ehu temu bia no omo career no so ebetimi aba no ewie ye yanko aye Milan screen ye PSG omo player no ne contract no on be so obe renew on be so be ka ho obe extend I don't think that is say no and free call ye ho ebetimi aye the next destination biem enti Juventus just verbally on Juve anya reach agreement nemum eno verbal words ano na omodi agye tum omoyan sign any document nemum January de ebetimi atise documentations bi atimi happen because enche na ono so free agent yanko Man City asroye ena nyumre the Champions League omo ene final ena airborne Kevin De Bruyne one player and so on the contract no wu a yete so Saudi Arabia and a club for betimi akono yebisa no say Kevin De Bruyne also feature at the same also na gasa ne Dutch nimpo on sheda ne ho nsem mo bi ntie Kevin De Bruyne.
I honestly don't know. Obviously when I started the season I know things would happen and talks would happen, but then I unfortunately had that thing against Brentford. So I've put basically everything to the side. I was hoping to be out for a couple of days, and it ended up being 8-9 weeks. So also for the moment, I rather still get better to that first and see.
Of Man City after 5 games, some lose to atwa so and on be say almost started with a win against Feyenoord home match there City some betimi edin kuning Arsenal Portugal Omona Sporting Lisbon and airball big question and it's Victor Gyökeres striker no or form ye papa why and air stop on David Raya a goalkeeper Emma Arsenal you be sound say and my boy no ain't show goal na obekeep a clean sheet na yentin soma David Raya goalkeeper Emma the Gunners Arsenal on also the two.
Well, we know his strengths. We know he runs a lot in behind. He scores a lot of goals and 1v1, and of course he's a top player. He's in form. We're going to try to keep him very, very quiet tomorrow. To don't give him many chances. I think we have stepped up in defensively, so hopefully we can do a great job and keep a clean sheet tomorrow. So that'll be the best thing for us. Well, we know what to expect tomorrow. We know they're in form. We know they're a really good team, scoring a lot of goals. But we're here to win the game, to get the 3 points, and to move forward. We're not here.
Portugal to win the game. David Raya, Arsenal, first pair of hands. Goalkeeper or demo mo ana yete Newcastle. Ni Thibaut Courtois, Real Madrid goalkeeper. Nyami admo china obo Anfield abeda goal. Ede ama Madrid etia Liverpool. Nan say Madrid share Liverpool in the Champions League no twice na omayo mu defe, including 2 Champions League finals. Inti Courtois are you ready for Ochina game no? Na ebisa Courtois say in the next 10 years, ana obehu no ho. Ono say time in the na retired that name of person or ye involved Madrid projects name either say obenya position or the goalkeeping department the youth team and the main team and I said the academy team no ono Courtois ebenya tracker with Madrid Bobo Koni in 10 years to come. Florentino Perez president Emma Ronaldo Football Club and ebisa na say Tony Kroos wareta na dia na beka e Tony Kroos on and I say Tony Kroos, one of the best players in the history of Real Madrid. Now he's one of the greatest legends of world football. Now the farewell no basu in May. Now unforgettable. Omo hu here now boy forever. Omo ebe kind of papa because Tony Kroos penny deuce eba Real Madrid omo football club no yen to also Carlo Ancelotti. Ebe told you say Aldo Gula Arsenal for penny loan. Class binya na omefene loan name Carlo Ancelotti and Florentino Perez decided say Ada Gula boy no so funny progression no cost ye pa alonti omama no entimi enko babia na Barca ene omo ene start breast ebebo in the UEFA Champions League Rafinha captain Emma Barca or say the last game no omo any Vigo omo ball draw na omo lady 2-2 until say red card na ebaye e ka be 8 minutes no and a Barca for throw sa lead away Emma match no e draw and against Brest no omo fa bibia nto machi na omo call for win and between Emma Barca ejina omo enso Lukaku Napoli player League no Scudetto omo na dastro ebisa Lukaku say league no mo gia na also too early say obeka say Napoli for AJ Scudetto no Serie A no mo na AJ or say more games to go enti one match at a time one after the other na fe omo enso Kowei and Sama Lukaku edi etuja Tammy Abraham Roma player or ball at the ama AC Milan also na gaso onim pempenso or send level no and young Drew baby are expecting hono time or Chelsea or ba Italy na or ball Emma Roma no na or form pa or ba Milan no sa form no ontime ansebete ye into pasa or ni back ni old ni usual format na obiane tami no na fe ode AC Milan team no esi ono enso abetri so na Champions League Nami adwatch na Aston Villa and Juventus ebebo Weston McKennie enso akakopra na just say Thiago Motta our tall list of players are omoye unavailable for Juventus Dusan Vlahovic munyina no anyhow so many players and so unavailable enti McKennie so be kan players are omo enti embo emfa ema Juve wey eso ane yegina na ya dan ho kakra bi tiawa ye ko ni what scientific hospital na yakoti omon krato ye bape your more stories are ye de be somo
Eba ni World Scientific Hospital. A team of medical scientists. I create a boom near the infidel maswo. A juma or ya swear has he. Ya swear had ye. Yes, I'll buy a sabi. Near time a good amount. Said the coconon. Name boom, ye do to a fiducial. The methodium mushimu. The medium at the potier, the Yarian Breo. Nesamium in ya. Yarene do in the piano so. The better Yama to Yariasi. What the editing say. See, baby, I said, what to wear the Asia, which in two ascentum.
Open what scientific hospital, Dr. Phobius, your Jumane say, and Buna any tire or what dear Eddie Dumiano, Yenyamu, Nafe, in Nuakasa, whom my friends have fight to chemicals, no. Yes, struck the same in Runo, Nayan fan friend no, and for a mount. If you are kidney no, Yaria Bemo kidney no essay, young Guana Ganaha, get it take a buying, Eddie dialysis, our kidney not say I could do said Dian Quanoa. nyarehyiemu na nyadidi na fo ni kyerem e wo ni what scientific hospital bofra ban e boye ama wo diabetes ye de bofra ban e ne nyama bi efra e de ma wo a e be bo ma diabetes na o sugar e koso pii no eno so aboa ama etimi abafum e bia na wo hwe misisi e na o problem pa e yo mema sem da ba bi wo no mu a onya tenkan kora so mo ba beda obo so otimi nya hode ne pagya no no ba hyiemu a ehyiemu ana adwo eno obo so atese ne be ma no ensore kora e bia na e no bia da so a wo nom yo ba na utie me na se e ya wo no problem e bia na e fiber na kosi a wo no kwan ana wa kwa ya sabia doctor si ensu abetata onkosie mo ovarian cyst ana se fallopian tube no e na block ye obebu okura wo sebu ensisi so ni nyina timi sinyi se ho kwan be ma bia na hu nso e na wo form nkwabon e wo form low sperm count na wo okura be ba be ne hu nso mo no na emo no be friend se spermatozoa no ba kokura we nyina e ha esi awo ho kwan a obani what scientific hospital a enfidi ade ehwe wo be da di amye wo se problem bi wo ho no mo a ne yatimi hu aduro na afi aduane ye be kyerɛ mo adi pressure ti amo akoma bo periperi asem kura si ofie ntimi mo amane obi nso hwe me na ne die stroke akawa tompam ye kwa wo ye ba nso ntimi o kasa na pampan boni bi akire frɛ no halitosis yade ba ko a ya no wanyi obi opewase obetini akade akire wo a ade bedi unya o kasa bia no obi atwene hwene okoda na nyumre oda odwonso antentem ye papa mo mpanifo no e free 40 50 60 years ekwani mo no o prostate na yakase prostate enlargement e ba sa oda odwonso antentem odwonso bebransa na ade ache e mane nka achi emye nkofa catheter ahoma nkoto ba memo abusuafo bi ebere nti manya adagye amo ya de dia nyadidie seni what scientific hospital Ghana ha de o pa ya sabe ya dia ba fim die fidie e de twe enubena ena afa ho de niefra haban mu e de saw ya de ma wo na eyeni what scientific hospital yi wo Kumase atonsu Monaco junction ya dansura bank no ene bi eni mehwe enkran so ye o ma 7 ye ben Janet Konadan no 0244 087687. In case you are watching us from any part of the world, whether you are in any African country or you are watching us from Europe, you can contact us on WhatsApp +233 244 087687 or on Google Map. Just type Niwat Scientific Hospital and you'll be given the exact location.
What Scientific Hospital? Nyanko Panda Rumenti, Wamoto, Edema.
Kessben 92.9 3.3 Kessben Kumase DSTV any Go TV so benya in live Facebook and YouTube so Kessben TV we are live like share subscribe na onua enya chefa e wo show no so ntini what scientific incredible na yekofa you know call the English Premier League. When we said Chelsea, in the month of this very month, November, Premier League, Chelsea ample match and Lusu. It means the first time since 2021, Chelsea acquire full month Premier League, almost so entimi and Lusu game. Into November, now a very, very good to all Chelsea fans. Victor Gyökeres and then our boy here Arsenal, Sporting Lisbon striker or form. Yeah, papa. Now we said Chelsea and assets now. LED race, Chelsea Victor Gyökeres and in Chama starting pa A2 amon na Lisbon something around 90 million euros Chelsea go so on and so kasa former Newcastle manager Alan Pardew and but Enzo Maresca baso Enzo be for Chelsea team no necessarily okuta a large squad Chelsea players no Dawson and near dressing room Park Sony baby na omo ohun artwork plus ego pia omo ede twetwe Chelsea na so buy no so far so very good Chelsea adwuma pa na Alan Pardew bomb manager no abaso say oma Chelsea enya a great shape omo bobo no ye papa yenwura mu ewo Mohamed Salah o she go bia most of times otayi na tade na say Salah Premier League no waji yellow cards mako 9 na sa yellow cards 9 na wagine emu 5 se oyi na tade na wonya yellow card na just say 5 no edoson pa out of 9 yellow cards emu 5 onkotwa obia onkoka senti obia onfa ne san handle ball onye bibia na emum ohyegu a na oyi na tade 5 yellow cards and Salah because of shirt removal anti nensa etimi aka na Mo Salah ye interview bi ye beba matie for set here biem just after Southampton win no Samuel no share 2 goals Liverpool share 3-2 after the game they be sign the contract wasem and I say ye ko December obianka bibia nkyere no enti or more out than in Sunny interview ni the SMP and eba momentum Mo Salah the interview no nemfa updates and to us.
A lot of talk about your future. What's the latest you can tell us on that?
Well, we almost in December. I haven't received any offer to stay yet in the club, so probably I'm more out than in. So.
Would you like to stay though?
Well, I've been in the club for many years. No club like this, but in the end, it's not in my hands. So, as I said before, it's December, so I haven't received anything yet about my future. So.
It feels like the fans wouldn't.
Ready to just after Salantin win, no, na Pandits nibbing in the especially Liverpool legend Jamie Carragher. Once Jamie dear or boy, Emma Liverpool to a true and true Liverpoolian, or say Salah or a very, very selfish. At this point, all kind of contract was him. There be a starting season, also can't Liverpool mum and once him. It's not about an individual. Van Dijk, yeah, can the contract once him this year. What's the liquor say count contract? Liverpool win, Anna and who here? Momentie Jamie Carragher.
There's obviously a big difference in the valuation. What Mo Salah and his agent value themselves at, whether that's financially or in terms of length of contract, to what Liverpool do. So the reason Liverpool wouldn't have offered a contract yet is because Mo Salah will turn it down. So they're still in talks. Maybe I'm desperate for them to meet in the middle. But I must say, I am very disappointed with Mo Salah.
Why?
That interview last night after the game, and it comes out today. Liverpool have got Real Madrid midweek and they've got Manchester City at the weekend. That's the story for Liverpool right now. And Mo Salah, we're all quite aware, certainly the local reporters are in Liverpool, that in the 7 years he's been at the football club, he's stopped in the mix zone twice, which is right, which is absolutely fine. But he decided to stop for the third time away at Southampton on the back of winning Liverpool the game and putting that out. Now, the most important thing for Liverpool Football Club this season is not the future of Mo Salah. It's not the future of Virgil van Dijk, and it's not the future of Trent Alexander-Arnold. The most important thing is Liverpool winning the Premier League. That is more important than any of those players. And if he continues...
And I'll blast Mo Salah, interview grantee, if on a contract in the future, so more out than in. Meanwhile, I'm a big game watching now against Madrid. Midweek, I know a game about so now for weekend, on when the Man City 2 crucial games. Only side games in the hall and of future once. Michael Owen, another former Liverpool player, say Mo Salah from Sobia. Liverpool penny for the moment and Enya idea. So at this point, still I know I'm Salah and Casensi. Momentie Michael Owen.
I think fans around the world will be very annoyed at the club. If that's the case, and I can't imagine Mo Salah's going to lie, if that's the case, then it's really bad from the club's point of view. My inkling, and I might be wrong, but what I hear is that the club, or that Mo Salah is wanting a longer-term contract. When you're young, you want short contracts, keep the desirability, keep them short, keep everybody wanting you. When you're older, of course, you want stability, you want, secure. You want to be secure.
And we've been here before. Liverpool do have a policy, don't we?
Well,
after
exactly.
30.
But he's very different, isn't he? He's as fit as a fiddle, and he's still banging them in. But if he's going in and asking for 5 years or something, then rightly so, the club will think, So maybe there's a bit of... They're not even sitting down because straight away they're saying, well, I'm not going to talk to you if you're not going to give me 5 years. Let's say, and I don't know entirely, but my sources tell me that it's more of a
former Liverpool, former Real Madrid player, and what Mo Salah said, and Jamie Carragher, what blasted Salah, name Michael Owen, dear, or so born, Yemfa Embo Liverpool penny for no emum. Yakoma United as well, Ruben Amorim, Ebony first game for United, Sunday, I'm going to Ipswich match the Korea draw 1-1. Name Amorim, is so impressed with Mazraoui, more than one now, or the Emma United, also to me about backline, baby. Now, or a very, very crucial to my United, or such player, or to me about baby, a person player, and Bobiana, Ayana, Impempi, Ayana, and Niji Sempont. So, no Amorim, or you're very impressed with Mazraoui performance or the Emma United over the weekend. Godfather Wadaroma, sa performance we swan a mijina na enko focus on some diamount na on so to us.
All right, yenyina so na yem fancy ha na fi yenin komo kakra. Yeba na yebiebie ensem no enso emuye papa de amamo Kessben television, Kessben 3.3, Kessben 2.9 Accra. Messages no Mr. Ramo 0551599933 0551599933. Mumfa messages no emfa na mumfa mreme na yenkenkan emma mo sanso na mo amode videos enso eba no 0244263902 videos kakra enra too bad bamjo enra videos no Tony say eye ewo ho ana se mo eda ho ho anka be na nanum bi yentie kakra na enra man for the videos by mre na makwan ema ya hwe videos no enso emu na fe ene yempe kwan kakra emfa ema omom the videos no enso eba no ye bon komo kakra na ye ko Dr. Edmonatha ho na eno no akodi komo kakra eba beto aso e de amamo doc say yeah
Patron Yamiadum, a yepa,
the Yankopon,
Patron answer,
Yamiadum, me hold papa.
Good.
All right. Adia Chebia, as only a TV for national for a dim como. And then come did you know what the fine?
Good. So you last be the kind of yada trade point Yankopon say, Wama Yankwa, na yetiasi, na any day so or the ache. Sene de bia ye no ye bebo ye homoden se ye be chire kakra na as part of your social responsibilities Balm of Gilead Clinic ye de ma public omon so ebetimi ensaka omodie because information na when release ama educating kofo in fact information na no emfaso bia emaso anopei enkoma edikan a ye ba bidi ni say offer peptic ulcer yare a ate asia ha enkofo pa and as part of the free mega health screening na konfanoche ayaresa bia any Kessben any Balm of Gilead Clinic ya collaborate with other sponsors you know yabeye sa nhwehwemu no H pylori test na ye dia ma public in free of charge omomo ye funukuru ye beka se peptic ulcer no yetimi aboa omo wo sa kwan no so na omo nso etimi enya apomden na de dikan a wo se hwe ni se me pese me ma etiefo ne ahwefo ahobrase mu hu se wudi moko bebrebe anase wudi enuane e kawo num anka abrobe spices ye beka se ehihye pa emma ulcer nemom no ulcer no emma ulcer nemom no yewo ade pot ya ede peptic ulcer eba yaka se peptic ulcer digestive ulcer kura eto ewo gut system no offer your gastrointestinal area na estati free ya no na akwakuwi ewo ye to ye anus obefa ya no ene ye minimum ho ene some of the areas are your hollow organs and your solid organs ye first solid organs na e be a liver no e be a pancreas e be a gallbladder no any ahodo account obefa hollow organs na your intestines are fire small intestine na your duodenum no eka ho bi obefa esophagus na na some of the hollow organs are nnuane yidi ne masticate ya ria na afeni pedua ne ne pedua no wote wa unya ndidi ye no nyame time system in such a way say there will be a release of hydrochloric acid HCl and the pepsin through the pepsinogen no ebetimi aboama nnuane awudi no ebenyam no anase with the mixing of enzyme do ebekeka ka ho no ebeboama nnuane ne mo abubu aduane no didi a always na there will be a secretion of some enema na digestive na absorption at take place absorption no your pancreas no through the beta cells na be release insulin as a safwa na ma nnuane na abetena mo gene mo temporary no permanently akọ cells no ho na ekoba se do ekome dew anasa wo tinka so be di na wonya ndidi mpo a adwene no your friend be vagus nerve and incretin hormone coordinate a peripheral nervous system this signal ekoma wa adwene ne say anopay was so didi time we say ekome dew into what tinka but the moment I win any day, you know, ACL now, hydrochloric acid, there has been that kind of release. And to win the day, you know, a pioneer upper or system, you know, you know, a one lining. I had to say, me no my buy. Oh, her, me touch your manasia, a dear cocody, a lining, a woman Martin, you mean, you flew so no, a lining, a woman. Aha. And then to side line or no, say acid build up, no, a 2 months, especially F4 minimum, no, airborne or so far goes no, not irritation, inflammation, because what. Now there is a build-up of excess gas, a cause be a friend gate, gastroesophageal reflux disease. Now, you be trying in short say acid reflux. A basa symptoms are a cobas ubu faso or chest we are William boom, upesa wofe, or so and entity sometimes with me. Vomiting moja kakra na se ukọ private moja kakra se be mo fan chemi ewom onfe eya wo ya back pain unye na those kind of way na chere ense bibi koso and over peptic ulcer na your duodenal ulcer to yen soro ketua no ano esoro ho kakra ana peptic ulcer peptic ulcer and the other one near gastric ulcer stomach ulcer to your full mu a na it means say bibi na amanatom ade ba ko a edikan a ema peptic ulcer eba ye beka say co-sensitive agent H pylori your body running say Helicobacter pylori so you one na number 1 number 2 NSAID NSAID non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs ye bomb running as a group of some of the painkillers you want who do be brave but NSAID no and to hospital and also pharmacy so ko to drug doctor need to maybe say who you funny area na because on person ye specific no hu no betro e the amount and nti ye ne a edu ba ase do ne ye nan ye ya ye tie ya ye ba bi ya ne no what happens is that it too much ye painkillers in your joint no say me ko bo nkakra ya me ho ye me ne ko ba se me ko no nura ye normal say me ho be ye me ya in fact emwa e betimi ekofa peptic ulcer but based on the frequency anyhow do I become a system no and until say yo say oh he ulcer treatment through the workings of our skilled professionals or we pharmacists and medical doctors no your triple action and yitimi echo you use proton pump inhibitors near use other antibiotics be it is a cryptomycin and money other ones are a keke can be roof meaning a keke can bet and your own interest baby a yemi interest I me person me train a tier for adrenamas on or penny say yem fed drew into ulcers so hospital na doctor you know a best amount not lifestyle beer a was so put across board in addition to in na orphan one ya obwa symptoms na wunya na beba ma wan ya obeka say aduane we megyaidi we enye ma me be na enye aduane na e ma ulcer no na it means what give you room for the symptoms to what show up say yo say he ulcer as I have said no on say me say excess build up of acid aduane ye dia e fermented foods be to say benku entodokono enkrandokono empampa elokoko and most of your foods go through fermentation process every fermentation process no the end product carbon dioxide and alcohol ethanol so for alcohol and as ethanol so yo baby too na ho kra keke fresh one na insulo kra kan wa enhyehyɛ how much more alcohol spirit ye de yeso ebe ye ya enu nti no already no yaw koso ekuro also means ekuro na wudi nwane fermented bibla it means say ukuro no I mean pains no be den ebe wo be bia wakoye H pylori test yes say non-reactive meaning say one at that particular time even me no nche say also no wafa ho andi o the obetumi ni a conclude say ebi ni ho endoscopy ana se bia stool culture sensitivity ya peke wada na ya na hwehwe mi culture no for be 3 days and the me person me can say also number 1 what you do is in fermented product to so kakra men kai say jaidi over balm of gala that you regulate too the quantity also with the friend portion size no baby be a friend content control no ye betima mo wadi mole nnuane a ferment be betro how o be no ano ye betro e kan say portion size so wondidi me a e so into obi ulcer and also peptic ulcer wondidi me obedidi be 3 times a day e better say obedidi be 4-5 times a day wondidi nim kakra be 7 be 9 10 be 12 1 be 3 4 nkakra ana wondidi no so no bomodin say enwane a wondidi no a starch into one must starch content in no song based on activity within the day no so far we there ma start portion no and yet moderate in such a way say enquire vitamins and minerals on kwampo from vegetables and fruit and yes sir or energy level within the day no calories in the bell form but the moment I'll be starch in the utilize so the bear and pile it up and go more genuine so based on how your system metabolizes now cover diabetes mellitus ama ekobas or insulin issue entin kofo be brentimi control or say em wodi ama anajo when di enni nuane bi asejo na sela no ne ho ya ne sta ayesa am wodi fruit anajo ama odi so a odi ni bebre ama abelande no na timenya e kan say diabetes but also enye ade a e be complicated the timema wonya diabetes o be pen pa no ne lifestyle ne nyama o introduce ba ne system it say yo me person me pass this information across say o fa me ti say bofre act as a proton pump inhibitor Nipediano hydrochloric acid na release naturally na eba no within a pH of 1 to 3 no o fa bofra because of the outer layer no hono na yin drain so yo one e vitamin C room number 2 e bomodin say cells na release HCl number na e be bibi na kofa issue saban e control no enti say yo obi bam of Gilead clinic na say our peptic ulcer we treating for years asoma make opa say nya time pa ne biagum say yemma asofofo ne omo a oma buy ho enkasa omo be bom nsem amaye because ulcer obuy ho a within 7 days e was say you true asema because you bet sure say enu na wanom no de nom didn't say yen say obi ho an say you true asema into all hear from Abuchiri hear from Ghana Kumasi Accra Takrady any of the region na opese to us asia ahomrasemu eye balm of Gilead clinic oba ye be no away e diamount enu nti ye wie die na ye pese kase ye nuane aye di no ye se ma wo kitchen ho omuka so nye for pharmacy ana ye say health is what wealth national health insurance for say you are what you eat meaning say if you don't produce the right content into your system now the content within your system will determine who you are so you dem person make you say one fan you ma pa engu ni pedinu mu a enema fo anaso enema ekọ ni pedinu mu a enyema ni pedua no o kwa ebe ma obi an se sei na wote enu nti no sisie ya won kwan ma wadurane nya wadurane eye wadura there's no way waduro better no wadurane waduro better no wadurane a ochina obe no waduro breakfast lunch supper ye de be fantini mu o fa bi tablet capsules be ye no ne ye say ye more education than medication yes so jo obi wa opia enam so person containers ne be dos no wo yi ne nkakra no de go na yi bim o adwuma mu anu honnom me bom pai wo Yesu de mo say obi bia wanonum no for years e bia ye ignorant e bia negligence obubu wani go ne me so me show ye run November ye be ra December mo sesa wunji ne kakra enye brabam of Gilead be the lifestyle bi o asesa ne kakra ofi didintem tetene me so enam bibi ne emfa yin kusi hwe ye china mo na ye so chi emai mo anso mo be kuyen so ye ngu ye sere mo momoaye so that kakra ye yama mo no mo be mana ye correct ama ye na nkora na e ba no na afoforo e wo se ye bo mo se abo ma nya sa ye be di nnuane no ma asa ko ye yare
so chi no
moaye kuyentem e pomacho enam dodo e mankwa
dada kushi
yes enam dodo e mankwa se jo mi de bisia me ko die bi o jini bi o ho ye be fa sa akwanya so se betobi fagun shum nanom okoto fruit vegetables tiri ho kotodwe bibia no said, "Oh, meto watermelon." That was Enrichi.
Yeah.
Enrichi Sunday, no.
Enrichi Sunday, yes.
Excellent. Ana mi bu ni chini mienu edigu bowl mu ana watermelon na ya papa mu no. Me ja wo for 10 minutes. Said, "Oh, me no, I enjoyed it."
Wow.
I realized that me do watermelon and genuine watermelon.
Taste that's
the same. And I'm saying no, beauty radio, so if you be any
yes.
Messromo, and was the house here, Kessben Kumasi, as that hours a bio or baby Bia Mofrey, I remember myself coming still a promo cost for 300 near the Ketwan Baka 75, no when you're 1 into 40 cities. Now, when you're here, Kaimu, near Kaimu, saying, I remember Saturday or record a dulobium, the Sermo, ya come once some more, Mumra, Namu check mumpum, never be any fine.
0539
86
86
38
38
38
38
0539 86 38 38 and I said 0240 51 21 71 0240 51 21 71 me pato to bi ojina me njai wedru no because enye dru fagu nsiu mu nanom whilst awonu mu wedru o wa no adanse ebe ba no onye mu besew ebe ji wo nsem o de o call hospital kwa fa call hospital say doc pato we na me digu nsiu enu mu whilst me ye me obon say wa obon say yes enyama kama
doc ye bedasi
say you pato me dasi
pa ne mum de bia wo kan say obi oba ho bia na o che ne say ye we menye we na when this so strictly no ma onsio
mema nsio
if say me nipa bebre a the over chiro mo so omonye no omo ye fa no mato fa gu
e basa ehun hia
aduna benom no enkosi
hwe e basa wo ba ye beton nu ama sa ye benya osika edi be wo nya results into what ba ne ya chiro say blend weight raise to the time say ye say ye ka nutraceuticals and supplement ye dia ma no e basa o ba no so ye ma no 7 first na ye beti so aba 4 ye beti so aba 1 obi one say waduane aba we do say do me kokwa da so area me the Church of Pentecost e ma kofo ne ayomafo yina e wo program na me so e papa apostle party yes
ye better see Dr. Aduana Bam of Gilead the odia ne anopai eno no ye beto so na okọ no ye ma ne ntra ha okọ na yeyi ne football match na okutwa obi ma obi epraye no ya de ho videos kakra ba ye nyini wa
sejo eka sejo na personal me mind is also man ko phone say me touches no kwa dey correct share lenya some touch everybody is and na also ko pass now me bomber Dr. Slow
okay
you don't say medical doctor now go me bomber na no bottom
Tony Wahifa. Oh, Dr. Aduana in Jersey. Na the first touch, the pass. The ukutwa no ne say ne wakakra bata.
No man shada. Man shada. E ho mini man ka me mom
ya ni free. Se mo saka no a mo me hwe kakra. Na me hwe bia de mani agi se o me phone no so a de magira me hwe. Dr. Aduana say. 30th. The patcho me de be yai. Sida house ha obi anfo nani enkyira ha wo yare o unyare o wo de bra na obenya ho mfaso ye papa ana papa na waba doctor fo akuku dampa ene beba ha na omo abehwe amanfo omo beba ha afi blood donations ahodo enso bekoso ewa ha enema bebrebe na oba wankasa okofia obedi ho danse se ba oba ha no aboa uye papa Kessben television Kessben 3.3 Kessben 2.9 Accra Andy Kem say yeah
na me ado bia e kama
de nyankopon asepa sisi sports na wo ye minim say enchekra ubejai it as entertainment show and I say ubebonyom
na be nyum de mitimo
unti monyom
minia munyina akwa fo me ngwa na me bia
oh okay
di nyum body
unti monyom Max kona odi ho ahye nwom tuom enra na shatawale bodi wa ha enyem gwa so obejai sports na koye nwom
oh dey dina sport dey mina
because sika ho eche sports no
you know how we show Say me go can shot the team ne ho ana.
What do I call?
And no me ni
I think I cry mo ye mani. So no be appreciate you ha no.
Yeah,
some good
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Nti enya nwa cry.
Sport de midnight.
Unya sport.
So cry am prema midnight.
Me kada ka me pere, but the me prepare that be ye ho dia. Yes.
Oh, the name sport de midnight.
Okay.
Sport de midnight.
Me nya bit my yaka ho.
They want photo de no have account. Me sports na.
Okay. And the Champions League games ho. Young boy bi ho. Na fi Africa CAF Champions League group stage matches and so ho. Enti yankwe na emfan church so. Na fi issues kakra be ba no dey no so aka ho e dey aba. You are champion one game. Asaki you are champion. Me just say one game. But the breaking camel no back no. A Kotoko match no.
Exactly. Na at least omo hunu say omo betimi. Unso omo chase peke season no man start. Omo chase peke ya. Nti na omo ogidi say omo de Kotoko de na beto aso. And unfortunately losing 2-0 to Kotoko no.
Yeah.
I'm our facing a sack. Nti idea omo the fact of the matter is that in as much as I agree, say, Aduana spending so much in the market, and General Macau has said, Aduana, they about come man and say, Unse team B, na se dina so check, na team be trophies, na graduate players need face outer. You need to replace them.
Yeah.
Other say will be grow or you side, you know, and answer will come market as uncle to play the ababichin. But Aduana for the past 2 seasons, almost the last time, and the Pakosi changing near man come beji league no mulusu ye. But last season no check o mo na season we start here na you know players ni free mo nyina no man timi a replace o mo. Nti sa problem no mo ko mu no na ebeba but agire o mo pick key pieces no no be anim so be consistent. And Kotoko akwashe o mo nti o ye Aduana fan you won't be happy say o be lose to Kumasi asante Kotoko.
But the players o mo eyi o mo no man replace o mo dia. Why then do you blame the coach?
You know,
I'm going to replace players no ye. Me sure say ka story boy na ebia omo ebenya na me wa. Omo gitu so mo replace players. In the players then some more problems for players no.
But you know,
so why do you blame the coach?
Coaching the sanity. Carlo Ancelotti players e pray nyina from last season. Omo so omo ntobi mano. But anko yo mbe pam no.
E ma onam nyina na so onko anye da. Na e ma wo yo ba body.
Perfect. Yes. But I'm saying that sounds who your coach, your coach is almost there. You must say players are more air corridor. One replace on to me view. See your uncle for me. Yes. Overcap accuracy. Shall come for Zulu league in the last minute. What is that? Is because of starting John coach or team. It's okay. I'm not solely blaming coach a champion, but I'm saying that the situation is na Genoa a baby drew baby na se team in here. Board members and management don't consider Sani Mano. They will look at the level of the team and they say they are multiple team no. And you know only fans already team the Koko Duru Sro. Na so mo ba and no pa Kotoko Africa this year. No Kotoko fan will be interested in say Ali War, Ashraf Omo Ali Malu, Omo Eshanawi, Omo your Hamdi Fati, Omo fan. Omo Jimbe Omo say Kotoko for Poko free and his uncle for Kotoko needs to perform. Into team their sort of standard network. Sad will be a way to be a debia and Adriano. In as much as we expanded, Ebema the reality is not doing will be a OTBiano. Adriana think they have their standard and they feel that per their results are urban, especially against for the first time. I think say this season, if you want to be fair to the managers and the administrators in the Ghana Premier League, am I fair to coaches?
Okay.
Am I fair to coaches? Watara da sukura na ejuma. Prosperity da sukura na ejuma. Hwe coach Pakosi Fabian, wada sukura na ejuma. Hwe ye ka coach ye champion finally olusu. Hwe Karim Zito da sukura na ejuma. Into the Ghana Premier League clubs have been fair to the coaches. Previously in combat pam omuntem kra. Second to obeko 5 games omu ni bi na code asote. Combat pam. House of best start league no winning first, omu lose second. They will sack you. Because previous coaches no makoko na esa na net here. But omu are fair to coach. It's just unfortunate, but what can you say?
Well, Osaka now we hear what you say. Sign or what you with media replacing. Because I almost struggle to replace them, and so going into Sunday's game, let me say, "Wow, be lose biano." Ne clear that Ogun ko lusu doma hinkra. Enka announcement no nukuma se kra na ba of officials ya pam. kone a shato say o lusu obeko ya champion o lusu obeko nti game no the buy no na ma coach Ogum ya pam ya champion there's a bar na ba
there was a bar na ba say coach Ogum can a pam na adane on free management me coach no
yeah yes
ne pam no
okay we also dey ban
oh yes ne pam no let am come dey be pam no mo dey change the position oh eno am general coach Prosperity Ogum Saturday no mo pam ni wie Tunde no na abo ano Tunde no na de koyem coach free management ni mo yes am come pam no
let me busa turn is a demotion right
they need demotion David ni position no mo dey amano need demotion you know
dem be say me say so we coach and part of the IMC yeah year no afru sir so adwuma afru sir you know be afru sir
coach be no wi ase we management member
Kotoko
enti wadwuma ye do ba ase be ye no enye to come and manage the team or to administer the team. You were brought in to come and coach the team, to be a tactician, to be a technician. That is your job. To concentrate on the field of play, to make sure say anything around the team, you manage it on the field of play. That is his work.
And the demotion.
Yeah.
Sergio T.
Demotion.
Sergio T. The core mandate. And they say, I'm our angel.
Yeah.
Now Angel FM. His core mandate was to host the sports program, but not as a general manager.
Yeah.
Oh, Angel. Until at a point in time, you can say for general manager, you manage to never so your core mandate, your sponsor. You are to me. So, you share the organogram of any football club. The technical team, even the coach, especially in a part of the world that you coach and your managers.
Yeah.
The coach, you know, accountable to the management. In other words, coach ni share management nasi. Inti coach no say wo ye draw organogram now can management o dia ene wo wosoro ansana waba besa be head the technical team. Inti say ne you free management ni mu nebeka coach adwuma na nko there. Yes, you have now been properly assigned. But no kranso ni say utumi a wo no ya teso edo abafo. Inti it's a form of demotion in a way.
Wow.
But I agree with Andy say, a Jumana Nkasa says, a park and a coaching, management no crano, seriously, Nanka, Ashasi and a beer situation, no, and a mom coyenisa, in Nikwas and Kayenisa. In Europe, during the days of Alex Ferguson, in Arsene Wenger's and the likes, and I say, we a manager, and then manager for no crano, omuni powers na Alex Ferguson, as in Wenger mo ins and outs, or mood decide in his name, and then no crana Europe, all managers, no. Still, there are certain sporting director, there are certain technical director, chief scout, CEO, they are all there. Inti, seriously, it was wrong. Some of the Ogum management.
Okay.
Inti, and then no more say, yaje. The management duties, Ephraim, on concentrating on your pitch in his man. I think the young man should be happy about it, or the coach should be happy about it and concentrate.
Happy about it?
Happy there.
Yes, he should.
Happy there, Mr.
I'm told, no, I'm happy cry. No, you're happy cry. Omukaso, one member of the IMC, no coaching. He questioned them on Tiasse. No, Tiasse, yes, no, Tiasse. Na ese to me bem no mo kire no be a source no free na say answer na we din ati ase.
Wow.
Initially he challenged it on Tiasse. Let us all enjoy him remember no.
Wow. Because adwuma na
go do be na make person no akra this IMC adwuma no to.
Yeah.
Na go ye coach adwuma no. Ana
of course, general, you see what would Ogum at this time be pay in the management, Opedeo management in management position. A position can but look, Kotoko management failure, man failure. Now achieve as a coach, because why would you man? So coach now we and a hot and our failure. You were there as a coach and management for so be any so. Until Shemua and the job as a coach is the one that will keep you in the club or will take you out of the club. So that should be your prime concentration.
So we are sure so good. say management who na no nka management nkomo mpam no dada. He's still keeping his job because of the management na no kan ho.
And the natures
that is why he's not happy.
And the natures any no e kamia ko say na yidie be easy ane.
Exactly. That is the reason why he's not happy.
Yes. Because neno say management ni kushia na discuss say coaching ni modern what saying yenyi no yenya ni de eno no ntumi into ontimu bi
do wa na bro let you see the management in the director but before no come to me director because I'm a member of the management.
The reason why he's not happy,
I think forget about individuals or interest and whatever. This is the proper thing.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
This is the proper thing. The coach should be accountable to the management.
The banners are crying when you bring your money.
Yes, concentrate.
Yes.
They said that I'm not having the best PR for prosperity and results.
Yeah.
You see, Mamma Kakra, Manon to a issue, Dim Kakra, your champion, Aduana.
Yeah.
General, Enquino, and Namu, ya tonam Ninama, when they Ubu also aba, General, infant say, time I will be now worry, or couldn't create on Safran and Waba. Omrebia, oh, beef kakra, oh, we kakra, bibia be war. No, be a kitchen, the man is on quiet and
yeah.
Or yana yada, or Baba catcher say, and Namuni, Garanyamianam could dinty, and Yami fort.
Okay.
No. So, in the same way, me, I don't subscribe to fully say a because a coach being delivered because you're not the top players. I don't subscribe to it. And then the best team now in terms of form, Liverpool.
Okay.
Champions League, no matter form, they are the only team to have won all their 4 matches. Premier League, after match day 12, on what did you do? 8 points. Checking matches are about how many of the players and new players are there mobile. Dadana, and Wabisuma or they boy Juma Wadrisano. Enti se unim coach ya, do baby na players na babetono, so muye guda, as so to me do ye Juma. Even those who do their own recruitment, and yeah, honey, who say be coaches are 7 players, 10 players in the 12. Even in Europe, how many times, and I be who say, coach our back at the beginning of the season, or supervise a recruitment crown, or be added 10 new players. So at the end of the day, mostly in coaching, near Uber 2 and then at the edgema. Look, the results are simply unacceptable. And I agree with anybody who call for the sack of the coach because Adriana currently, General, I think said they've won just 2 games this season. Just 2. Adriana Stars. And Domain Crow, I think the nations are question. In Suatreman,
they have 12 points out of 12.
Asante Kotoko, Akoshomo. So what it means is that this is simply not Adriana. And Makawaha, Namajan Sisa, I want to say, the only thing, and that's the main thing, I keep it coach Bia at post, your results. If the results is not good, the club president could be your best friend. We are here, Emfa. After 12 matches, just 2 wins for Adriana Stars. No. General, it's simply no.
Sure.
Until you would have to move on. Sometimes it's you. You're not interested in a bad coach. Sometimes we be conditions in this situation and you move on and you succeed somewhere. It is what it is.
Yeah. Coach Ejumano.
They know it.
You are high to be fired. It's a hard dream there, but the way you name the dorsal.
Of course.
We pray we send the team. Nothing never between the amount. Top coaches all we are to say. Some be Saki no more.
Ancelotti
one time or the other.
The great Ancelotti. The great Mario Zagallo.
Jose Grady are sacking him.
Yes.
Ono kwadi they are sacking and they'll be replacing the BNT so Jose Jarquin.
Okay.
Jarquin. Yo, fine coach. Let's see.
All right.
You see teams in Nandi Kase Omanya Abutrama coaches part this season because a good number of coaches are performing far below the standards of the club they are coaching. Yet they are at post. I also think that we share around the clubs about teams on Pamna. Ukaka Onia Unsha them be brave.
So are you sure? There are coaches out there, Tomaldia Tifi, Pesma ko Mensa TV, Anoka TV, Sika Kono TV. There are a lot of coaches out there.
That's true.
There are a lot of coaches out there.
Anoka, Kobe Mensa,
Sika Kono,
Thomas Dia. Yes.
I'm saying, our captain is Siki.
Yes.
He's the biggest boy among the unemployed coaches.
Yes. There are a lot of coaches out there.
A whole CK.
Yes.
Former Black Stars coach.
Yes.
CK, the problem, club nebana during the standard, Papa.
Yeah, uncle.
Or when I say,
yes.
Send your musia munia players are kept you in Kui near the area of Mamma Jane.
The former Black Stars coach all handle club. Yes.
Or when I say,
I see video was so up.
Did you know? Say media man phone Coach Adote. So no, that's what I tell me was that's all.
Technical director.
Ah, Franco.
Then say canon person pam after has game no.
Brunino me sure sign home be.
Come person pam no.
Say oh you local coach. Come up.
Okay.
We local coach come up.
All right. Clubs ni be and so shall say any players ni be bring kasa. For second window no.
Okay.
On with me register sa players. Kotoko de Mintano.
Yeah, Isaac Minta.
Kwampoku.
Yeah.
And there is this boy. Samson Duku.
Yes,
Samson Duku. I don't know what shall say any club now training. Okay. Samson Duku. Okay. Duku.
Oh, yeah, attacker.
Yeah, no more saying per boy way, but me name says
Eduku no or Henny.
Eduku. I'll get it for you.
Yeah.
One of this class.
One more RTU and Tamale City and RTU. Yeah.
The Oba has living to Sata. No more Tamale City.
I'm a 10 GC.
Yeah,
a fine player.
Well, 10 goals or so.
Oh, he says on the boy in me no there. And there was and you could have made man. Or no me a tray back up my dear man. And I living to score has. You know, no, very good. I hope so. That's all for. But I got a one permit for the sense.
Me tete Hafiz. Nioka Ibrahim Tanku team na call Morocco.
Atram divisi.
Yes, I do also me tete ono.
Na you can. Boy no share go against the Gen. But me so see the bed.
Jerry Free
no.
Okay. Young question Champions League games.
Abetamwa.
Well, the Chiba for
Kwampoku.
Isaac Minta.
Every Chiba for Eduku. I didn't know too many of them.
Eduku is more of a typical, or to me, born idea, but more of a playmaker, just behind the striker.
But there's a Franco Kanamakan.
Okay.
Kotoko for Nyai, in striker, in striker, on Fifi. Omunya, in striker.
Young Champions League matches in the especially Bayern and the PSG game. Now, in from Africa. CAF Champions League games, and so also group stage, na other local sources are discussing.
Okay, you know, and then Alliance Arena, a Paris Saint-Germain, Echo Akupim, Akushia the Bavarians. Now in the Champions League, you can't this season said the Bayern Munich in the Champions League, or many Manchester City nine masters when it comes to the group stage in the last 5 seasons. But this season they almost share Dynamo Zagreb by 9 goals to 2. And you know, behind himself, Vincent Kompany first game. Now the statements are about Bontin Kabayan who be you. But Omukuru more Villa Park, Ekolusu by a goal to nil. John Duran go no shame. Omoko the Munji Stadium could concede 4 goals. And to Bayern Munich out of the 3 games, they've conceded 7 goals. You know, and Omo Baho Mababisha Paris Saint-Germain. And then as a Franco Casipia, you say a small club. No crew, say almost performance for Champions League muffin and yakra. Now, Luis Enrique Eddie, a year the domestic league, no, born who for him or the tail. Because all show apart from beating Girona, I let come and read about show. Arsenal show. And the last game that they played, and Koya and Farmon. In the PH and some more they born were Femi the Champions League. Venue no almost say near venue, I'm going good results. Apart from name I call Ranis, that show no Alliance Arena. Games me no Omako in Famao. And the last Omoko conceded by 2 goals in the PH Alliance Arena and Koyin Famo. So san hwe omo team na omo lose touch ne up front because one na omo magic ne wo for defense or Gigi Donnarumma or Achraf Hakimi Nuno Mendes on the left na sa obo William Pacheco ene Marcus Marquinhos Correa and Milan screen ya fit o last game na oboye at least go be a best person ko ne Marquinhos na bebo 4 and 5 no e dey nka hosi but coach Efren Enrique or prefer Lucas Berardo and now say William Pacheco as 2 center back pair no but the back wa Marquinhos ho midfield dey nkran me ensa na be gina ho Ventin ha Abrante Ayefre no eye Zaire Emery and the João Neves. These 3 guys na bobo mfimfin with Bradley Bacola, Dembele and whether Kinley, any of the strikers or Colomwani in the belly did attack no at the amount to hear any moon who's a no umbre mfimfin crowd you know. The only time more mfimfin they say or more control or more ball retention and we are very good on the ball. Inti Omumi and Sunny Star na kwa say but so je
Omuni coach na party with. So we said you must see is the man that they are targeting. Said you can he possibly be a coach for the Black Stars? No, Aliou Cissé.
He's got a sufficient experience.
Yes.
His CV is rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ghana and Nigeria. Some are catching a piece of Masaman who feel Ghana and Nigeria and Uncle Sebakufa. But yes,
yeah. So said you Okoba.
All right.
We more stories.
Okay. The popular phrase, the virginity of the game has been broken, often used by Ghanaian commentators, is believed to have first been coined by Sir Franco Naro. However, this phrase can feel sensitive or uncomfortable to some listeners, especially women. We kindly suggest that Sir Franco Naro consider creating a new phrase to replace it. That said, the royal and adamant listeners still prefer something with a bold and impactful tone. Oyinba kwachi Cologne, Germany. This phrase na yinibaye. The virginity of the game has been broken. Also, not the buy. Okay,
but a very interesting expression.
Yeah.
Very common.
Very common. So game na yebonyina na yepesi yeshego.
Yeah.
Nti ntimi fa bon to atene mu ase chense obi enwura atene no. Na wura mu ana che watete atena.
Okay.
Watete atena so da che wa break virginity.
Wow.
So encantete no. So yepesi ehun say baby ebebun obi amfa no nkan ya atena ne tete ne bekire.
Okay.
Enu nti na se berima ko ware foforo na yama nkumafo no the miracle sempa no so first match. No matter say. No matter say after first match, evidence of virginity being
broken. That our penny be.
Now, unfortunately, he has come at the wrong time, looking for things that belong to the ancient days.
Yeah.
These days.
You have used the best word. Dandelion word here is ancient.
Ancient.
That is dandelion word.
Looking for ancient.
I bet you no you free. Baby. Oh. So virgin out there be shame there be bro.
Oh yes sir.
If you hoba be a no so. Newton, my memory ho.
Me akwachi for defilement.
We do this. Chief.
Oh, Papa, I was worry I was virgin. Oh, bro, okay. Kofa here.
The one when you take it over come
you. No, man.
Confidence in crap for me.
When you don't know.
Who's on penny for me says one more be ozongo no. Virgin for.
Chief. Yeah, now more discuss coach champion. Say Aduana for na party ways, you know.
Yeah.
Adia ba ko pen na me share your league table. So there's something very very funny. Now o share your league table no chepa na omo squad ni susa ana players ni nyinyi kura no omo na omo scramble e wo form pa because the average age e wo form this season e wo league ni mo no omo na every e wo league no to kura. So it gives a message say experience and maturity e here. But okonya experience and maturity no bro so don't forget say o 25-year-old boy e wo team one say do o be 30 or 32.
Okay.
Now Osha Accra Lions league ayebo nyina omo na mususa pa. Even the last game they played prior to this game, they lost at home against Al Qadsiya Oko Saudi Pro League now. But they gave a very good response. Coach Stefano Pioli is doing a great job at that corner. In as much as Ronaldo about for second successive stint, league no more person munya up till now munya from Sankao trophy bia. But say you the investment on my players abiba coaching changes on my and say you they are pushing. But say you somebody on Monsabe trophy no na akoyasem. And it was a very good result. And even my opponent Al Garafa now said you they also have a tough squad Pau. And it was Joselu, the 2-goal hero for Real Madrid against Bayern Munich. Only the consolation for Al Garafa during that 3-1 win. Cristiano Ronaldo scored he scored the final goal, and that was how it ended by 3-1. It was a brace. Sadio Mane didn't share game no kakra said you nyamieni no crazy say Sadio Mane quality na perform kakra. Of course Saudi Arabia no. As a many amount for Jene say no more Saudi Arabia and quality so. And I think say one of the things Abia Obeka say Sadio Mane in the play no say you are affecting the kaka. Come be highlight no Edia tour. This was the first goal coming from the header Cristiano Ronaldo and the quick feed from Rogero to Otavio second goal no. Then Cristiano Ronaldo's third before say Joselu Ababenya the consolation no. And Al Garafa almost paraded a very good squad because now Ferjani Sas you be a kind of Esperance. Obiabe Kaino the Tunisian team call all the way to the semi-final of the 2019 AFCON. They came to the World Cup. He was also part of the Zamalek team that lost against Ali in the 2020 edition of the Champions League when Picho Musimani was winning his first title for Nadi Al Ahly in the Champions League. He was the one who captained the Al Garafa side. And then Salih Yassin Brahimi, formerly of FC Porto. So it was a very, very good game. I also that game I call Qatar Al Bayt Stadium, one of the venues of the World Cup. No, Al Ahly Saudi so a very good scoreline, 2-1 win against Al Ain. Now Ivan Toney with the second half and announcing the presence. It was especially the second goal, the first goal, a control from Riyad Mahrez, and then that pull out saw Ivan Toney. And I saw Leandro Jardim on the bench for Al Ain. So you na Herman Crespo na coach Al Ain. Nansenya no money ni party ways. I'm not for Jardim. Jardim nana ewe the man on the touchline for Monaco. AS Monaco in 2017 when they reached all the way to the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League. Kylian Mbappe mu squad no seju Radamel Falcao, Obeka Bakayoko, Tiemwe Bakayoko, Camille Glick, and then Fabinho of Liverpool seju Oka the midfielder na ono Tiemwe Bakayoko nyoba Chelsea, Obeka Nyoko Atletico Madrid. Seju all these were part of that Monaco squad. And he was the man on the touchline for Al Ain yesterday. And Edward Mendy, one of the very, very important saves. And that one kept Al in the game before, say, Ivan Toney, Ebenya, the second goal. So they won by 2-1. It was also another one fine game, I call so, in the AFC Champions League. So, and Ali beginning on more title defense, Ewo CAF Champions League. Minim say Champions League, Yan Shasia, Obeka Somono Magic, say you. Aya quite is a Premier League. Premier League. Yenyam pasi ya obeka City neje. Seju because the last 5 seasons Ali have played in all of the finals. And omajimu 4.
Yeah.
Seju since 2017 omo call final omo ntimi anji against WAC and omo back 3 years later in 2020. Seju since that year they've never turned back. Won in 2020 against Zamalek, won in 2021 against Kaizer Chiefs. They lost in 2022 against WAC. But they bounced back in 2023, won against WAC. And just this year, around June morning in 2024, they won against Esperance. So, and they stand as the hot favorites. And again, they are playing against one of the teams omo debut group stage, Stade Abidjan. Omo the Ivorian champions. And omo team now, the likes of Tijani, Obeka, the likes of Roger Asale. Roger Asale was part of the Sewe Sports team on ball. CAF Confederations CAF final Amuluzu against Ali. Before say a year later or two Koka TP Mazembe team now omone the likes of Glasina Wakomo, Daniel Niejemo, Mbuana Samata team na Patrice Catron edited the 2015 edition of the Champions League. Now Roger Asale was part of that squad. Of course, Switzerland Kakra, Basejo is now back ewo home as say ono so Oka Stade Abidjan team. Ono na me say Sejo, he could be the one or bet me a threatening Nadia Alali, especially as they playing. Injury concerns not too much. Rami Rabea, typical defender for Nadia Alali na injury concerns or Kakra, but all the other guys are around. Mohamed Ani, Percy Tau, and then Wissam Abu Ali, that new striker, has discovered his form and is doing a marvelous job. So I see Marcel Koller and his guys getting a very good result at Cairo International Stadium. I renovate a honum pass. So he said new game I babe basu ewo the Cairo International Stadium when Ali faced Stade Abidjan. Another game said you Ebeye Yanga against Al Hilal. Yanga said you a month for 2 years ago. On their way to the CAF Confederations Cup final, now they were in the Champions League. And Al Hilal eyo mufrim. Na Imoro Ibrahim of Kotoko was part of the Al Hilal team. Ekoyo mufrim. And so Omuyo mufrim, they dropped into the Confederation and they went all the way to the finals. But unfortunately, they lost against USM Algiers. And then almost remu into the CAF Champions League group stage. Last season, Yanga were very good. So group amuremu. Against Mediama, against CR Belouizdad, against Ali, they managed to come second. And Sergio, that game against Mamelodi Sundowns, it was a clear goal after seeing the video. VAR was there, Sergio. Nankaibe Yanga and Nankaibe progressing to the next stage of the game, I semi-final. But Sergio, VAR and TNT Juma, Inti Emma. Ohe amo Burkina Faso squad Stefan Aziz ki go now Sergio Ntimi Anjina Yanga pamo mu coach Miguel Gamondi, ni odi omo ba ha, omo be share media man say he's now not the man at the touchline, but a certain Siad Ramovic, who was coached at one of the clubs, the South African PSL. No. So he's now taking over. But majority of the squad are around. Who are the likes of Stefan Aziz Kimo, Khalid Aucho, that 8 JCR, Sergio now Bonabaso in that game against Mediama last season, who is now even one of the members or captains of Uganda national team, or one of the members. And Sergio, it's a very nice game I bet when Al Hilal makes a trip and the Benjamin Mkapa Stadium, Dar es Salaam to face Yanga. And among four, you should say, and stadium ne Bema. Because Dar es Salaam, the Okwa, the Bia Stadium, no, Eyema. Al Hilal, not too much of signings, and then Florent Ibenge has kept his post for some couple of times now. And where my club said, "Your mobile league, no, in Mauritania, keep you in shape." Where Abdurrahman Kuku, Shomo striker Abdurrahman, your share second goal for Sudanese national team when he beat Mohamed Salisu to that game. Abu Agla will be the man taking midfield alongside Walid Din Khidr. And also one of the games, I said you, a very, very, very tough. Ebaso Ewo Dar es Salaam. Sergio CR Belouizdad will also be hosting Orlando Paris. Orlando Paris are they are making a story for themselves this season in the South African PSL. They want to win the league after for 7 consecutive times. Mamelodi Sundowns win the title. No, Omukwa way to CR Belouizdad. Islam Slimani, formerly of FC Porto, formerly of Sporting Lisbon rather, formerly of Leicester City. Sergio is now back. It was CR Belouizdad team. And Benya Kwani Ashomo against Orlando Paris. So group stages, all
right. Isn't it surprising that Gold Stars, who lead the GPL currently, doesn't have a single player in the Black Galaxies team? If none of their players is doing nothing extraordinary, then why are they on top of the league? Kingsley Nebusa same way a free tamale.
So you na many new team ka same way. Message ya
okay. Yes. Kingsley the free tamale.
Yes. I no pay ya.
As if someone in the discussion.
Yeah. I no pay ya na many new team count.
Wow.
Yes.
I am one na.
Yes, I do one.
As a woman be chasing.
Mami no. It's surprising na.
It's surprising say. They fought for their position.
But kwesi adu or the zunum bia na.
Them.
So
we justify inclusion on moye.
I see more yes squad in batches.
Inclusion on moye.
It's
the official squad in
here. No.
So okay. More year batches no.
But I still think good start players should be in there.
Galaxy.
Yes.
You know. No more my friend for more.
I for now we are extraordinary.
Good stars.
Yes. I feel say chant team next one count.
No, their striker Kumi should be there.
I think
Frank Amangwa should be there. I think I should be there. Their goalkeeper, Ivan Scobie should be there. Emmanuel Kobe should be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Unless they are telling us they will consider them next time. And next area, these guys, experience, quality, they've shown it in the Ghana Premier League.
All right. So, also the Fabe Bia Fufrubia, be a leader, no, no, be able to confirm reason for Frubi. Say, Unansunum dia, the favoritism now, but we shouldn't tell her. Intino, Unana, yes, the team Fufrubia and can reading meanings.
I will only conclude, I will only conclude when it is a final day squad. I mean, the say even me the final conclusion said this is the list they are presenting, and they do upon all the enlistment Tamayan, who has refuted the point that I've raised. Said the American, you disagree. And the final squad, and I buy a case, see. That's my point.
But Sergio, I think
I mean, you know how I okay,
me, I don't subscribe to squad no name in batches.
Okay.
I don't subscribe to that. Say a league no more form, they have the quality, near form nature say or more near more beko campaign.
All right.
This say be in one or two, say be bakubia who say you are sorry or yeah, the name, but in batches, Sergio, you consider and Sergio, ye be caller for Black Stars, say ye in batches ana. Say any batches. Yeah, or more the main state team. No, near frame. Me, I just don't subscribe to your fresh players in batches. No, say you. And look at my consistency.
And my players no dos.
Say I'm dos. Yeah, more quickly name from that's all.
I see.
Yes,
and yeah, your point, pa.
Yes,
because Blasters is players no so dos.
Say what players be.
But they are trying for the finalists.
Yes.
But we know me and Sabi near 5 near Fred. I don't know who do
say. Yeah.
It gives me an indication that they don't follow the Ghana.
That's it. And no.
That is the indication.
That's it.
Because news all follow Ghana Premier League.
You follow from squad.
Unim said these are the players.
Yeah, the consistent performance.
Yes. And every tournament in Econo, I say, UBM.
Yeah.
At least.
Actually, we cut it.
Yes, car for the about say, you have 55 list him right. Into about 23. Ghana Premier League, they about 12 games. You follow the league very, very well.
Yeah.
Of course, centers correct matters. Because also I heard games on TV. Do you know what?
Oh, for 23.
And no one is straight away. No players no money. No man here who say next call up on bet me abem. But I could just almost 30 at all.
Yeah.
At the last time I can shake his players on my free 55.
Almost I said,
yeah.
That was the last person that shake the bread of fat say me how many do. Let's near 55. At the call up Bradley for cry call up on me 55.
Yeah, copa yeah caught na copa WhatsApp. Videos no kakra and rabinim so mbetimi de be 4 5 na fe na de no so mo de aka ho mo de bapa but time ana enya bi emfa emma omo Sir Tony and our Mohammed mentioned Ronaldo's brace. They forgot to mention a new record he has as the only player to have scored against 200 teams. Dr. Bruce, okay, yeah, the Masipa, no contribution so far. What's up, videos?
Behind the six. Say, yo, was supposed to be a number 1 in town. The film was possible. But foreign news never said more. Some more, yeah. Advertising a modi form when you men who clean a high. Where were you to you say betty foreign news and say Moyan Sana? A bass I had when a ceremony. When young baby Cramaya, and you move your foreign news and say Betina, a Betiasia Mamma. The madam Liverpool since a Beshama bed. And I'm watching at Damas.
Say you, good morning. Louis near aka Blue. Say you, no, a drama. I am more a video. Never said they can say me. Newton so editor so a kind, never near the bar. Because a black coach ogun, yes, a penny and penny. Utia Futuka crowd did believe a bone fifi. Miss Seven, on no me. Says supporters nanny and penny, the sabo lady, editor. You refi grassy and see and blow young to woman. You crucify you supporters in the refi because what here said Kakra, as I win, ya winning 1 day, 2 day. And I make a said, ye bench or man on bench. No, now, just said, na Elfequa. till they do to bench. You know to bench. No one can come. Just say, I would say, Tina Kotoko bench in F. Nemra mobile moons, and I'm so more experience or more born point. More to bench and no more ready game. Mobile on the ball, no simple cry. Almost have a common moment down. And my pressure, Aduana, so a sad tip cry from Sanan can beat my son, beat my sachet. 2 goals crack come.
Yes, Sergio, good morning. And I pay them a child no better for in our barrels in Sergio Viviani. Sergio, Pessamin can be a cram for Liverpool legend Jim Carragher, ne comment on my far Mo Salah. I think, say, one make a comment, Sergio, young can cross a Mo Salah, English player, and can you see an commentary? Dear, why ye pa, dear my Liverpool? By now, a year English player, me did send common and contract once and dada. Sergio player no ehano utumu se hano say hana anka onko ye interview bia anko kasa aye nene nka contract no asem na wo Jim Carragher akotena TV so ka bibi say Liverpool team no how e kwan be fa so age league na for now mo dwene na enye contract extension for those 3 players no obobo odin so wo de wo dwene team no hu but player no so also dwene in future ho odo team no nti o se nka team no ene ne tena se no mo ka contract extension at least Woman 1 year crown efe so hu na mo ne nka hwe player most important player on team na se mo ne nka sa mo ne nka hwe no an se player no team ni mo anti na sa afi na so no afuro no okọ so hu enye fe nye se na also mo treat no na wo be ka se ai player no wa anya de wa anka say na selfish na wo pese o kire sen team no so say team no so selfish because ono so odwene ni team no kwa be fa so agere ti se o league this season na say team no next season anko year then for so ben also so on say you muni nyame nya adwuma me das
Abamra program yi eso. All right. Before so kwa Mickey Bebano, Andy, binim so adwen ye o mo say. So Saki coach one, I interest circumstances surrounding sa team no. Kwan am fa so o mo ja players kwan ne o mo recruitment. Any hwan na o mo consider sa nyoma na ansana. O mo gina so their Saki coaches. Okay? So comedian ma. No, Oko Aduana. So mo agitum se squad na depleted.
Yes.
Oko Dreams omo agitum se squad no depleted.
Yes.
Oko Legon Cities the same.
Yes.
Okay? In the DNT na mo kan se sa coaches ni lucky say yempam omo. Oko Cry Lions. Squad ni depleted. Inti na o kan Bruni na Samson so lucky.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. But mo consider squad now mo dey mom na depleted. Why?
Okay.
Yes, I'm not fair to the coaches.
You know,
yeah.
Me the whole can perfect. Say, we need to because me hey, the idea that me say prosperity need to win the league there. Me players so cram.
Okay.
Obiaka say man time I say I disagree. Obiaka say new players I disagree. And
because Dr. Ogum, because of the performance before a Aduana game, you agree perfectly with the person.
Yes, because the
players
demands the team no how almost run a club no. The was a resource on Kwano the push team.
Yes. Good. What do you find the two clubs now?
Me did two say you know Oko Dreams FC.
Yeah.
The two Hene Emmanuel J. Their striker Omunyina ko Jalilu Munyina ko. Clearly the team now is depleted.
Yeah.
But you know, let's not forget. There are some coaches the clubs also got trust to Omumu say. The team near depleted that those are the coaches that will turn things around. One example is Karim Zito. You know, Dreams in catch coach Karim Zito the Confederation Cup. We did to say Jalilu aboard team my friend Dreams FC for not less than 5 years to the level of national team. Inti omo eboche everything oduro mo ba nations. Inti at least ubo say enema ba fem. But you know why have you rotated Zito from under 17 to under 20? It implied that we feel say Dreams omo top players are omo consider all their 5 teams, you know. And finally omo their draw players their Barbican. Say these are talented guys. Ope coach say also on hunting for talent. Non develop talent now beating ya. Zito had a trademark of nurturing those talented players na mama mature. Paper for example, team a friend eye Legon Cities. E di omo players ni bi kwan. E bi ko Steven Apia aba team a friend House of Folk. Ye captain do aba Kotoko. We echo House of Folk. Now, players na omo no Pakosi compared second division and or do omo buy. Now, you know, if you have a code to 10 things around, who again? It is Pakosi because a yadia why the trademark, then the track record. Until the one Lego Cities man. And if you know Pakosi very well, you know, the other Becca Pakosi has some pa and ne say only one be a training history. And they got to coach yet, and they had to focus coach yet, and they got to call back bill. And they do start to but again, how a Pakosi picking players from schools. Now develop those players, my players, and be mature now. Even the days of medding up, ubetimi aboni di atono. So Legon City believe we say, no matter what the struggle, players are not paid and issues here and there. No, if there is any code to develop the talented players now, it is still Pakosi. The issue of Yentia Akaya Bass and Yaka you know, club not to egu. Me did to say me as an analyst, I can consider those things. But Legon City still believe that Pakosi should be in the helm of affair because if there is any coach to turn things around in terms of the talented players of Mascato, it is him. Say a captain do from a second division. And Oko Legon Cities. In one season, he's in Kotoko. Steven Apia Oko had to focus of Fritama Youth. Division 1. Omoko second division. He's in Hatofuk. And you know, it is not as if the previous years, Pakosi signed players from Ghana Premier League class. And at the next season in a year, Okak only players from Ghana Premier League clubs. That are turning in ano. Players are could Pakosi Fabi Ebu say, Obenya Bako and Nubia. Say Yako bit the Bala. The Bala last season Eshe had to folk. This season was a Kotoko. You know, the Bala and so he was playing for Ebony. So far the Bala, I bet Yaboa, he was playing for Ebony. Was a had to folk last season 2. This season was a Kotoko. He was playing for Ebony. And he could Pakosi Fabi in the you know. Again, players no more femon or one or domba, no be your muye because you know, Hesika Legon City no 10 do 1.8 billion. You don't expect them so much over 1 billion they want because Omo coach no one say, also confirm place here and exactly what he's doing. And me jitu say akatua condition of service. Players say the city omo say yetaki emfa coach ye kase yempam coacher. Young consider me now, but you know, at the end of it all, no matter the circumstances, these coaches have accepted to do the job. You player, they have finally accepted to do the job.
The players, no team near depleted.
Coaches. You know, there are coaches like that.
Possible?
Yes. Obetimi Akase Derby. Okay, players now. I did not Prosperity second coming. What called for his resignation? It was one of the points.
So team.
Almost top players now do Muji League in oh yes. Almost top players now Muji League in. So what else? He cannot coach the team again because he feel the team is depleted. And the principal coach can do that. But the minute we are doing say no. So who decided to go by that line or do my own?
Yes.
So who decided say strictly man for we are mama especially yes, especially a big club open bread. But Aduana no said you me jitum say man replace those materials that were expected to be replaced. But said you finally so could you say players because you coach some coach 11 wonders. You coach some coach Kotoko Royals. At a point players can impionka. But still, I don't know where you are. It is general no club administrators. No, so when you are among us in your place, cow. Supporters in Castle, Kaya, they won't say that. Your head will be on the chopping board, and it is very easy for us to say that the coach is not good. He must leave. Inti so uchi tum se obeye ne nko adea Sergio anko ya yebeka to for adwuma to.
Wow, Kumasi Asante Kotoko shouldn't be deceived by the win they got at Doma. Well, it was long overdue. The coach, our champion, was still posted Aduana, and it should have been sacked even before the game against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Aduana had won just 2 in their last 11 games before playing Kumasi Asante Kotoko this season. So their team is very weak. Lastly, thumbs up to Nana Kwekwajiman, coach of Vision FC, for his wonderful pre and post-match interviews. To me, he's the best in that field currently in the league, seconded by Ogum, who sometimes comes out with excuses. Lastly, do Asante Kotoko still have an IMC after the removal of Ogum? And can one person form an IMC? Ababio Michael, and anyway, a free UK, Abraham. Quite make you know the local source in Abraham. But you hear the first part of his message, you know. Say, Aduana Kotoko show mo 2-0, ewo doma hinkra, any news, bia. Anya no wanwa. Frisena, omo last 11 games, mo win 2 bet. Omo nyadi omasa. Omo form na ba form. This is Kotoko show mo any news be. Ma Kotoko phone team nyo mo deso mo team no ye. And I ye for beating Aduana. That's first part of the message.
Okay.
Minimum comment.
Number 1. Obie ni Mr. Prosperity, this is not the first time I watch Aduana Doma.
Yeah.
And beating Aduana in Doma and pay his distributes any news. Again, check the last visit Ewo Doma, Kotoko results, at least a point. Last is nominal point.
Yeah.
And Aduana and Lions then again. More to the point, Kotoko ni Bianca something na ye. Bianca sa. Kotoko support a bien who are coaching a Bianca team na ye.
Oh, but I him say this game no Coach Ogum go lose ya and can sack na no.
Make after the game.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm say after the game, you know what's the Kotoko ni Bianca something na ye. Win Naba, they are very happy, but even them they still don't have trust in Prosperity. Take it from me.
I see.
Yes.
Supporters.
Yes. Win Naba. Omo happy because they beating Aduana. No more expected. Yes. But omo the team neti ni omo ko ni omo ba no pa fro bia gina ntan ni studio ha. Na busan say coach nko ana on because of nko. But they know that if you sack the coach now, it is an unpopular decision.
Okay.
After beating Aduana.
Yeah, they know ugina so because go win.
Yes, we are going. They know if you sack the coach now, it is an unpopular decision because Wakodoma akwakoche 2-0. A football who even knows say from henceforth Kotoko will start winning games until you trade cautiously. But you know, I've not heard any Kotoko supporter.
Oh, sir.
Say your team na ye.
Okay.
Obian trade baby, Obian kaibo baby. They are only happy because they beating Aduana. But you know, take it from me. I'm saying that those closer with the team are still not happy with Prosperity. Until you know, Kotoko himself will take it from there. Games at least benya time kakra to prepare and FA Cup match which isn't so difficult.
Yeah.
And also Kwakobo has a folk. That's all we knew gamer. One kasa no ye fan with the because half form and no more no. Never through. And House of Oak last game against Watamamuso and Timia winning. That is the position of the Kotoko team now. That is the position of the Kotoko supporters now. Omunkoka will be ada. Tell all of a sudden, a team that played 5 games, 15 points, 1 out of 15, all of a sudden, their team is Real Madrid. All of a sudden, their team is Ali. Omunka Assassin. They are only happy because they've beaten Aduana and that's it.
What about the last, Busa and say Asante Kotoko IMC after some way you go free hono? Akoka nipa bakope. Is that true?
You know, I said, Coach Kosiapia. Coach Kosiapia. That's why he's still in Egypt.
That's why a member of the IMC.
Why not? He is still.
That's right.
Yes. And Nana Penkran Sunni.
There be only a member of the IMC.
Only a member. Okay. It's a member of the Kosiapia or town. The Kosiapia and Nana Penkran. You know, I know what can I say? Kotoko Hitima management in Kwasi in Petu. As him now.
Okay.
Now, and no near Capiaroa. Is it going to go to say Dow? Say Jinaho. Say Butu, Obie, and one's on training. no man ko match win ba lose ba ni abetena ni discuss it derby. That is not Kotoko. If you want to compare Kotoko to the Sundowns and Ali and call yourself the club of the Central, the management, no general, I will say muye do. People to take certain position and take responsibility for certain actions. Ni nyina kan who be na team no performance abafem.
Okay.
Ni nyina kan who be because general.
Okay.
The check the organogram of the club now. Where is the board? Where is the management? Into the adwuma no be here.
Na MC na say ya che.
Ache general. Na na Grand cannot do the job. Into where the Circles are taking the position of. I'm telling you, when they were searching for a coach, it was the Circles leaders who were searching for the coach. Circles to form penning for an AP coach, you know. Yes, because you know, untimim fan an up in Krankwa and what is his experience in the game?
Yeah.
Fine, in your position, be an experience and what to keep, but you know, if you want to manage Kotoko, you know, and yes, how person managing Kotoko, you are managing a whole institution. Theory say di Kotoko chine hunse mwa, results hunse mwa, support will be a candidate, players will be a candidate. The last time we discussed, say players who are teams in Ketuama will be and test will be coach in Emekasa, me coach Kasa Mwana be bofu, coach Tiatiame. Player bedroom Kotoko in 1 week, or to coach at Yame. As if the player is prima donna. It's all those things you need people who are well equipped and experienced enough to occupy certain positions to address those issues. But Kotoko need, you know, Kotoko need, and for me that is a worrisome. And not the early on by filling those gaps and the better because you know Kotoko can not only be managed by an up and cry alone. Because see up here, I feel the pressure and be so at you, and also pressure and so on nature Kotoko no. It is a do. He cannot combine or baby or any respect or woman Kotoko team no na fear. You know, obviously or how best support, but you know, Kotoko a team the be or say meeting cost the be also on discussing baby. The be also near man after fiber, and that decision alone cannot be taken by one man. Kotoko, you know, a full management team crown with gurus, big men. Almost occupy certain positions now. Say neko na ko di pabako.
Say okay di pabako. Because if you are free there or a coach or baby.
Yes.
So just yes. To a very busy person.
Very busy.
Into a hard drink.
Yes.
Newton. That's sobre. Also a very busy.
Very
free
officially demanded.
Yeah. Back one I mean, we number consultant for pieces of advice, but on count.
Okay.
Yeah. Inti ogumako free one day, I can't happen.
But that is the best decision.
Inti is almost a meeting there. Ebi anakwesi free no abagana and ebi ankomo back about now on no akoko ba seriously said the whole kind I'm say emredu yeah I say either say a permanent team na emuye do on managing no me no more the power to appoint and sack so what I say yeah say ogum ekobo match ba obi obi report to akomano anamebwa yeah
yes
say I won't come home obi obi report akomano ama omo question no
yes after the signings the best decision they've taken they've taken this season
and they say
coaching and one.
But you know, my person Boandi on the PR aspect, Nandi kase omuya PR no, omo adwene say this time around no, omuya PR also go round, go radio stations. Omo person mo say in Europe, okwa PR ni ho a okoko radio stations so club ni take decision. Yes, board management accepted, but PR ni there almost see in Europe, Chelsea, Real Madrid,
communication team.
Some more communication team. Yes.
I
know just so many people. They know me analyze me info. They know Ntino almost say almost decision is Kotoko take decision press release. In Europe, say PR
the
same. Oh, PR ni ho statement. Na ba. Omo ye bibi ya take this way press release. Press release. Na press release. In Europe, that's the way to go.
Asimia by a clearance. The BR for every day release the press release every day.
Say the BR Kotoko Assembly.
explanations ne clearance ne ade ti de bia no
they don't Kotoko they say the be because of explanation
there be as one put a specific question won't me answer that
but me the engineer said
Europe
we no
Europe ndo munya
Europe asem
na statement
na ba wi aso hu say management ba ba ko de ko
oh minka management one make no there be one make management
kwa me yenhwa abo for no say
oh as the no mama as mon temase minka me say minka management asem minka board asem the make can say almost oh Matthias almost PR no almost pese asem ba they use press releases
yes you know mo nya
so mo fa PR
ye ntiase ai eso mo fa PR outfit ankasa so just say
so say okay different no
the same thing and
the same thing but clear issues explaining your man at the yes
now say the
as well okay on the communication team no phone bi me raise question bia na almost
who go dey go
me bo me so what be that
team
Europe dey ifrim
team circles na pe coach no Europe yo
as well okay
David na pin kan pe coach enyo
anaro en fait ko se kona bia na mfa bibia
what to say bebo match obi akotena TV so say mumra me hebo
antena me ka say here no
they tell you no mundemo
what to say Europe honum no ya top pre-season take it no go for to
yeah phone
take it ni ade Arsenal take it last time I try say Pibiato says unya chance qualifies or beto krana ye do free apampem ho pa wo to nyina na wo ba form kakra wo tan go vote te ase abro mabre Krachi for Europe asem ma hasi
you say na the call to Chelsea what do you say
no crane say
ko ne kasem to abuza questions
Pierre statement nkwana
ko ye ya mo for kakra
nto mo ni making kind
yeah
I say ni ya cheche mu ahe
so
so we must say na statement na o me de ba
the Galaxies are having enough time to prepare their game so the coach can decide to call 500 players and have a second look at them due to the time ahead which I don't think is bad. Comparing them to the Black Stars is wrong because they only have 5 to 6 days to spend with the national team in the FIFA international break. In Didi Dramani, we trust. They should allow him to do his job. Spain Boga. And so Abre. Okay. Yeah, share aboa for no nsensem kakra. Kwame,
yes,
sorry so ho.
I'm patrying.
Boso kakra nsa na o de aboa for no nsensem kakra.
O general local stories no me ba dientia stakeholders meeting between a statement na ebaye abra Black Stars anko ye dientia ye to ahye da foforo no mechim dientia GF no o ma postpone.
O to ahye da.
O mo fa date ne mbae. Dientia o meto akɔhye ho no. Me de ho nsɛm ahodo de beba. Apart from no
the traditional lesson
o meto ahye da yes. Eba the explanation dientia o meto ahye da no e de aba. Ye baba wura Kumasi Asante Kodokwanura meeting course details e woman decisions ahodo a Kotoko management no IMC no o matiki e de afa Kotoko way forward no so ye de beba. And say general story so aye I mean di jambra
what's them they say they are type no
and I'm sure statement ntiti statement na ba
what's them we catch you what you say catch all right me ya bo for no
o catch me be some questions
one can you
tell me just say so about to answer what just say
call me pa just stick to it the Europe
RTM services. Woman the Jumedi Sronko Abam. RTM
what's that? Kura uni making kaya.
Basu Krafedi.
No come back over basu for once.
Oh, it is so justify Chisan na. Debi Chisan man. Na Syria bebre chese stella wujira di wujira.
Yes, no na me gwara me gisa.
Debi Syria no an kasa statement. Ti watch asa. RTM services. Woman the Jumedi Sronko basu way a second edition and a woman deba a 3 weeks 3 weeks intensive training and a womo omo say the see forklift womo excavator training and na say excavator see the see use no and na wheel loader and the borehole and the 6 weeks plumbing training 6 weeks plumbing training and a ebekoso and into your beer o pesonya sa insano juma we sansano juma wa company bia betima ye juma wo sansano juma we wa utu kwan kwa manonia we juma pe eye so easy at the mount and into for registration form and intentem utu kwan bi to say UK Canada Czech Republic a hono de juma de ofane kwa cover registration form no just 100 Ghana cedis pe just 100 Ghana cedis offer registration form ni wi a na fe ya hyase eno ya ba betwenu ekwa be faso na we twi forklift we sua cedis twi excavator wheel loader ya be tro kwa betima etu borehole 6 weeks plumbing training and ye de be ma o opemu nchemu bia number nie 0534 045169 0534 045169 and only a number RTM yabema training amwenyansa no adwuma and so I am latest form your partner for life wa brebom yonkone latest form kope latest form ni bi and no any akonya wotena so unya problem we chinkase no unya problem wom wo sisi no unya problem wom latest form your partner for life ye wo visa fa no 6500 Ghana elno so 3100 Ghana cedis enu nti wo to a na wa hyene so Totina 74 enu ni T74 kope T74 edoni bi nanom nanum T74 edoni bi ko ni pedue ni ma die koya amanie die dikan ebustu immune system no ama hodin bam immune system no awodi bam a yare bi ntimi embo ne titi obi wo HIV obi wo covid wo fibroid wo ulcer wo asthma fatigue unante kakra bi no abre utena se kakra bi no abre anase obi a sebe mpeduasa o kasa no eba nanso pampa die chire no enkoye wo gonorrhea anase wo cancer any yare bia pressure no osro anase syphilis kope eye dry fan Totina 74 any drugstore chemical shop bia be ko bia no obenya bia to okoni wanya bia no afre yen number ne 0246 073498 number way and afra obeti yen kan ewo so Republic Bank Banga obetimi edo ho ato mo so no we ye businessman businesswoman we ye individual wo hu chiro ope banka obetimi na ye juma na mfaso abaso de mawa Republic Bank because oko Republic Bank itimi ma loan wo de toka wo de to dan utimi de ejapade bia opese wo ye ma credit cards a wo de kwam no ne utukwan ba bibia be ko bia wo to ade a sika betie free so no kitwa bi investment na pese wo ye wo sika ne da bank mfaso bia mbaso fire investment amafo sro investment because osro investment na anhwe ya na sika no akwakoyera enunti and also called Republic Bank ye digital and retail banking our Republic Bank uko bebi bia na hu bank bia cho Republic Bank bowra ho a obenya aya bank ne so emfaso eyie papa BOG Clinic BOG Alternative Clinic and Diagnostic Center di kancho your number no your number ni 0240 512171 0240 512171 and 0539 863838 0539 863838 Balm of Gilead Alternative Clinic and Diagnostic Center yene di BOG vinegar no e dia bedwaso enunti kope BOG vinegar no na de bianu nsuo bia benum bia no e wo se BOG wom apart from an yare bia how bia fruit tri so ekosi na ase de e BOG Clinic and wo se wo se diabetes hypertension stroke peptic ulcer or a bone disorder, arthritis, and nasa a warm and a wope, asthma, ne how, why a cassia pesosoti, with why a cassia, or ya cassia who may be a free ba, yari be a how biano, a BOG Clinic and a wasoko, ya kumasi. Your branches are dono, your bu kumasi, takrade, and the incry. Kumasi, you're the cabin. udu the cabin MTN for office no na chipe baby a eja hotel and next one ye ne di nhwani mu enkran ye West Legon ye ben West Legon pharmacy takrade ye wanaji ye ben choice mart for wani che BOG clinic na yare no won fan kofie da ye betu ase nyina e de amount Coca-Cola inhyemu bia wo ye bia no drink out the kwasi obi obeba betimi anum bibia eye Coca-Cola na Coca-Cola se sabre Coca-Cola original regular taste in 300 ml glass bottle no e wodwaso we ewo glass bottle no Canadian and citre esiso no ewo ho eye 300 ml enu e wodwaso na no ye turn 3 cedis 50 pesos 3 cedis 50 pesos enye kokunko ena wo glass bottle no mu your Fanta ewo glass bottle no mu your Sprite ewo glass bottle no mu apart from enonum wo pe coke nso a ewo bottle mu no eye pet bottle no mu a eno so eye 6 Ghana cedis eno abofra ni kosko ntimi fa glass bottle no ma no na ma abofra ni kosko a na person man coke obeso man Fanta obeso man Sprite no pe pet bottle ni bi eye 6 Ghana cedis now they share lunch box no mu e de amano na odi ekosuku na wotimi akwa num amana nyahodin ewom wo bi ton ne dan a dan and a water sending so a 6-bedroom toilet and bathroom wardrobes and inano eshishem a day amount 2 bedrooms our down floor with a hall and a kitchen and a 4 bedrooms our upstairs when he said the city and your boys quarters and also come a day amount and until you be a pedal toa unyebu amana or pedal to a dino a good location a Joshua Krapa and a dino a ben former a Metro FM Daiwood Herban Chanhope your number opes of free our suniem 0552 188669 0552 188669 and that's a 0204 843387 0204 843387 offer number we so yebejo so Amalina Children's Haven abakumase yewo kumase dada na sesem ye bie eyekesipa Amalina Plaza awo patase etwaso endan miensa anase story building miensa ni na ntade akola ni bibia pebia no ebi wom from day 1 ekodu soba no benya 20 years bibia hia bia de mani bia no Amalina Children's Haven and also do any chair ewo eye patase ye ben santase runabout towards oko eye police depot no ohne bia ye wo akola ne duane ne ntade ne mpaboa ne walker ne car seat bibia pebia no ewo ho oto ade enso ho a ye wo discounter ye de ebema uko Facebook a obehu Amalina Children's Haven ewo ho obetuma kohwehwe nyama ne bi no wachusu de ope uko Instagram ye ho uko TikTok ye ho enu nti so pentade papa upanyama papa atom e de ma bana Amalina ene wo so ko ye number ne 0501 672-445 0501 672-445 offer number we so ye beje so adwuma ho ye den enu tie du tu kwan akọ Dubai na wakọ ye adwuma ni titu obi a ukutansa no adwuma wo ye plumber ni wo ye carpenter ni wo ye mason ni adwuma bia wo ye bia yensa no adwuma bia no ye 200 workers ne de ometu kwan ko Dubai na hye so nhihye nie wo passport e wo say ye ready wo CV e wo say ye ready chese wo ye plumber anase wo ye mason ni anase o obetua medical fee of 500 Ghana cedis and no credential registration fee of 300 Ghana cedis na for the 4 passport pictures e the account na fe bredu say ye de wo ko Dubai no akoko ye juma no munya sika de ogu botom salary per month e be 5,500 Ghana cedis number be free e wo sunie 0554 547 915 0554 547 915 your office ewo Sokoban Kofo School Junction so ohone bia ya udura obehu yen enso ewo ho heba so cream no eye cream abema bia jatum so person no obehim na mo ba na nigi o mo ba no ne ho sepen no wo ba no ko besan so ba biom ma nigi na wie pay dia baba di kope ba so cream ni bi obetikitu abi na the for penis no ho opa no wakyekere wo kyekere after 30 minutes no akwa wo hye na fe bredu so no ba no ebehim na wo yusu eba so cream ni wie a obano de bia obeto nsa afani bi obeba se da bi maba me ba beji mani nti yusu eba so kwim ni bi ye de osahye mu ho ene de otu mu so ho ene nti oto anu ahye ne so nyina abo adwuma kro heba so de any drugstore chemical shop bi abeko bia no obenya bia to anase obefre o number we so 0244 750 510 0244 750 510 anase uko any drugstore ebi eguo hyene so obi asisi ye ya na okotoje ye ya na waposo ye ya de elephant ointment usisi rheumatism baby ahono elephant ointment sadikeba powder o dwaso we use sadikeba powder good team ukokom eduani bia odibia mu ebetu koko na se ediamount elephant eba mixture o dwaso ebeboa obi asisi ye ya ananso obi ayemetim elephant eba mixture and a flezon 600 stroke de bo ho ban free stroke on flexon 600 when you stroke flexon 600 and then sitachi cho na ya flexon and the what's one general.
Okay, before some new thing no me person about boss so be simanum bi.
Okay,
na fe yakobana mreuma etimi abiebiem kakra. I think it's welcoming news for Kumasi Asante Kotoko to appoint their former player Amos Frimpong as the club's deputy welfare officer and youth team manager. That notwithstanding, I will urge Amos Frimpong to build himself up by doing some certificate courses that will help him to understand the psychological mood of the senior and youth players. In our modern game, we need to consider certain things before expecting future results. Amos Frimpong's raw knowledge and experience in playing football won't be enough for him. Dr. Ogum's exclusion from the IMC is long overdue, but it's a good one. DD, Accommodant Senior High School. Yenhwe the ode brand.
And DD message na mamfa so into no tumfo hia IMC no or the two menim say omomode no many old former players no and build your capacities build your say or say the palace Mensha Palace ebe support ya support na former players of Kotoko no ometima build your na general team no ometima abeji team no aye ho adwuma enra meeting no otumfo say to the two IMC nanim say former players no build your capacity and for more say the be adachi bi no ometima be so team no mu no maboa ma team no etima fa ne ntoma pa efra nti eno meeting course so ka ho bi no tumfo de two menim eno so koda nchen otumfo sa so de two menim say o hwe technical team no head coach and assistant coaches no sika omogia gab no eso.
Oh, okay,
but what am I say gab no eso nti ebasa na ye bo coach sika assistant coach no emuwa nti o se management no ehwe no miye ni yie na January no na miye hwehwe mu no coach Prosperity Ogum oje $4,000 excluding tax nti sika no Janet with dollar na yense man oje dollar na excluding tax Kotoko ni tua nti se wo pay ye tax no e wo so no wo pay kese na tax wo so no prosper yente tax Kotoko ni tua ndika wo se nka wo pay kese nka betima ka che wo record na kese se mi pay no me pay tax me so bet tax wo so o se tax ni wo responsibility ade
this can only come from Obi Omako, man.
Oh, this is below belt. This is no. One can say, "Minto bomb." Explanation of the
1228.
Assistant coaches, they know $4,000 at current rate. It trim be 500 million. A bar assistant coach, the highest is $6,500 Ghana cedis.
Oh,
the toss 5,000. The toss 4,000. Gab no one. Esa utumfo se etimi de enyenyi ba technical team no ti omo hwe na omo nyini ye emfa ma club no se de bia be ma club no nyenyi ntimi empem eno koda nchen omo hwie with the king and omo koshia Prosperity Ogum omo ne no koshia ebe man briefing se no ontimi nya IMC member pium was no concentrate when coaching Jumidi no and then the core responsibility into IMC need to name a honor on tia said but almost say baby a free banner a idea or tune for decision or na quiet discussion into prosper a G2 as I say general walk back as coach of the club okwako kochi Kumasi Asante Kotoko eye club no na January hihye ne sesese no wo define the rule no e the man no oba report to the IMC no be report their mom IMC no mbo game wia IMC no beto no sa dia frɛ no Kotoko wini sen na si koye ombo game na Kotoko lusu a IMC no beto no sa dia frɛ no ye lusu yi coach Prosperity Ogum die ne course nti ye lusu ye before games Prosperity Ogum be kyerɛ players a wa from any die nti a wa frɛ sa players no any players no lineup obe use enye some be make changes but be brief yomo atchom niema e wo so ye ni nyina no ye nhihye a wo maye e de ema coach no se da be obedi so no bia dwumedi no enso etimi akonkan e de ama club no eno ne hihye da wo efri Kumasi Asante Kotoko boboko na so na January Justice Blay asat now Kotoko ama no contract offer Abranте no Kotoko abona no so on fan response na sa ne counter contract proposal mbra satana January on fa ma wo mo asatana enu ni situation of Frederick
ohwem kakra
January na ewu January January ewu January nuro
man time kakra baba
ade one na kasa
me so man time kakra
okay
so enyanwura December kra ti yenhwe
okay
Frederick Kasa too much
okay Frederick Kasa so contract ewu sorry ebewu next year ono so much as ni di nkomo Frederick Kasari
okay
but no ono so sika na open no so pa a big a huge nti omo ka che say there be Frederick e wo soro ye be fa see na e wo e ne de ba say nti say senior person de ko but Frederick ne manager ejina ba bia omuwa I am say is too huge nti onhwe na onye hu bi omna form no muntimi renew no contract no said there be a betimi aboa na January on be goalkeeper aka ho Kotoko be sign ni goalkeeper in January e de aka ho on be sign midfielder aka eye players no be sign strikers and so e de aka team no and no said the city and so Ghana Football Association womo etu meeting a was senka womo Asia stakeholders no ahemfo journalists obi amuhye omo a discuss your football no womo etu e de kwose da fofora asat na womo fan by womo say the me bisa empenyufo no we any response from them the ESCO has postponed it to properly prepare and get all stakeholders involved. You know, a man for Kasa say, Yam free way. Eric Usuman Sabatana say, refugees, DNT free refugees. Nina can't be, and a GF decided. So the BS going to decide, say, yeah, the best shut the fofro. Now, for your team, invite all stakeholders. No, me na ba near brainstorming, say there be a football no a baba back. Minimum, a china dear is going to be shia. Or be shia taking decisions at the afa coach. Otu adon obekaya last week on be to just say also musia Wednesday no take decisions I would until Wednesday general wo mo ebehia no take decisions a ebeboa ema eye bobokonom and so etim sorry Black Stars etima fan and from a friend to ado meeting e beba so chana the mum stakeholders the end there general wo mo e de akose da foforo coach Ogum 3 matches aka no say onyemu 7 points
one e kasa
IMC no. Yes, I'm a catch and say Kotoko 3 next 4 games. Kotoko next 3 games, 12 points. When you could also 7 points. 9 points. When you could also 7 points at the Mark Club. No, I'm a catch up. Yes, General.
Only 7
out of 9. Yes, I'm a catch. Say only 7 out of 9. Out of the 9 points. No, and yes, else in the management IMC. Me bisa no me bisa else
okay with the influence here
else there say me timi musa
no the mesem gen say now we there for public consumption ana
you know say me esco meet no ko details la say dey betu about
it Kwame when Mr. Kra the else say obvious so season no
asi amount
ya san
pass mark
any amount season yam fa yenyi 3 ma e na edu ba bi ni amount 3 say so person boy juma ho ban ya 3 my 7 points yes as a chance one my
7
one my so bit ma 2 pace ana
one ka jiro
I know to me bisa ana
It men church what you know so just present the story
you mean
that can now
Oh, I don't know.
Me couldn't you about. Because I know who shim. Me couldn't you about.
General Ababa, come and see my back of you.
Sir,
that is a somber.
That's not my couldn't you. What's about? I'll feel them.
Time to go.
Send him a crew for
about 26 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Need to for
any man come. My man come.
Efijakwa Bre South. Youth Soccer Gala.
Okay.
Uko Efijakwa Bre. Ye can do man. Edria Muabu Buja. Code DNA. Gukuabo. Wrong. Honum Ninya. Na ye de Gala Sonko Basso. Sunday and the day chassis.
Okay.
Na ya boako CCs ade chane atoaba.
Okay.
Na we no ye MP ne wadi na MP wi awoko. Owuraku Edu one MC na omaka bom na omudi dwumadi wi eba.
Okay.
Nti kuro ya mabubo din denase ne ade na oni bɔbɔ a ye bɔ no kɔde. Ɛhɔ na ye fija kwa Abre ye capital. Nti kɔde municipal honom ne ye.
Ti wa ma emfa ho. Se jo ma ba kem fa ho.
O de be fa no beba. Dama tanso te chiribi. Peace. Madaruma.
We need Steven Oduro in the commercial Asante Kotoko setup. Oduro should build himself up and come down to Asante Kotoko. We need his presence. Oduro or America born bro. Jam school, you know, or born bro America. Okay. I blame Newton for the issues of Gold Stars not getting call-ups. My reason is he always does in-depth analysis, strengths and weaknesses of Asante Kotoko, Hatofuk, Midiema. Meanwhile, Gold Stars is leading the league table. Kwame Taylor, Lakeside Estate, Accra, Unawdiwe, and so by minimum on Kwame Taylor, Yakwaba, na the Academy, the Hunsem, and so Bremo. Seth, Mpraiso, and Odiwe, and so by Seth, the message in every too bad. Or the Achi long ago. Na I'm saying another bar studio ha. Na Achi nem so pursue ura house so say na security for pam no free. Oh. Mama na ma. Story bisa ya. Na ni brepa. Eno de ne Achi en nanado. Ewo days no so nanado akonya wa ha na Achi tin nche. Say the we assist. Yeah, Achina nanado studio na achize oni mewura na ekiti. Abaso ba ompam. Omama na nei nanado tia na chitia.
Omo no a ompam nanado empam achi no. Ene omo ba achi be pam.
Achi be pam.
So mba nanado nche achi be pam.
We ko ba me the picture na chire me fekeke. Na asori agina o kasa na chi eti ho bo.
Wow. Yes. I say Mr. Martin Blue and Russia Tabaya.
Yeah, Mr. Martin Blue. Security for more
Kessben. I said that house. I say
Mr. Blue head of security. And Mr. Martin assistant. I was in the house. But shut up by no. Shut up security for the Pamo.
Opposite, baby. Your tone phones.
No contract.
No more contract. No take you over security.
America president about my boy.
The Ghana police. But local coach.
Security is same down. No
take charge.
And then fake.
Mr. Martin Blue.
Shut up. Minimum so huge, but never minimum so huge. Hey,
security ningo for dinner chinia day. Wow. To us that house gate him na man for one but
Kofa police for be 20.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go for number to be vinegar free Mr. Martin when you know the music.
Shut up house be. New take over.
All right, Chief. So Ghana Premier League, you are discussing a lot of games at the free moon. Most of you know, you're discussing this year. Ultimate shame at the predictor say media man echo face Young Apostles over the weekend. I'm winning that game, you know. I ensure say media man can potentially or between Ghana Premier League, you know. I see on so media man they already catch back last time okay so or twice for Africa now who do Eddie a home come now media man team, you know, it's been built on a very good attacking players. Now every time Biani we start questions about a Nema ya na team be a Premier League, you know. Me per say screen in your share media team ni pa. But Young Apostles and you know Osha team no Osha performance. I'll be telling Benjamin Chum, the goalkeeper, Obabe Jinamu, Edema Masawood, the goalkeeper, na Zunka, goalkeeper, or check the young apostles this season. Now Osha media team yeah, now me busa questions back. How many times foreign coaches said to me dominating at your league, you know? But you didn't come be what I say. This situation was the first goal at a buy. Now Derek Fodro and a goal we say show TV the Sweden. Benjamin Chum, but be an 9 nifanusi. Anybody a goal post, it's an angle of 33 degrees. That 33 degrees in a say a hono a bia hosapa any kind of striker possibly it's with the ball no efa but a ho and a dairy for draw at the border fight. Forget about the power behind the ball, but the angle of the situation a home command na so Benjamin Chum na metaka se me say your league aye bo opose obona boni ya. And near my baku me no be abehia no de adimu tintimai baku ye goalkeeping department no asasa omba ho obo homodema performance the kosoro pa so goalkeeper no ntimi ansigina ye an support wa ho be kire. Now the second goal no can send me and send me. First of all was the position of the goalkeeper. The time I made the man to throw in no to show team no so the in Swatra and I say young apostles defense and at that time no it was really scattered. But Benjamin Chum position in at the time I throw in no. To fair na wash throw in or assess anticipate who say dangerously he fan the ball no bet me and drop yafa. But in the second position you know he really lost 14. But be an adjourned that side the ball in the battle, but be the diving position of Ben Chum was so wrong. And Oshaya Prince made sure there was a bit of bullet behind the ball. But you know, he wasn't in a diving position. He lost ability, he lost 14 and almost everything. A bit did a dive and a man inside me I can't ball no Chum. And me Sanka. So young apostles Elusu consider 2 goals with fear, but Joe, yeah, now attack clean sheet defenders and goalkeepers, yeah. In that same regard, me the blame no ebema benchum say onona oba board the toe net. But ni boja couple and the TV see opani awodi amedi ba team nanim after say coach Adote assume the role of technical director or support to opani. How many times other foreign coaches are holding the league, you know, at a time one who's so beyond me mabiem. A Crown Lions obako asfo kobako and na media ma asoso obako. Now this season, no. O media ma squad ni dia omo attack na da TV so midfielders na the twice no now about be do defenders and goalkeeping department but for emphasis sake yen fa your attention ko attack no na ye ni e hono nkomo kakra o Kevin Nkrumah the Refugio na Kofi Babel dia we say Taylor the boys from Pong Kingsley Bryan media ma akwa a team back naturally they win with a natural center forward so okaya Ameture Prince Opoku Ajiman and Chebia no omunya Jonathan Sowa 3 strikers when you to some level of success omu lead media team no to the height na omo hwehwe now this season media ma goals pa yet omu concede you know ya bought 12 games Sergio 5 teams and the ball at media net 8 teams ent me for ball and media net now 5 for no actually say media concede 8 goals at an average of 0.7 per 90 minutes no bebono even though media goals ya quest guaranteed every time piano per 90 minutes no on 0.9 but defense no one sempa 7 clean sheets and akipi clean sheets no dey enka bibia because osha 8 goals in 12 games no media ma ho aya akọchire no or consider 2 editia Hasfolk or consider 2 editia Bechem United or also consider 2 etia Aduana and na dream share baako or share Basake 2 and Basake baako so 8 goals you know breaking it down saying it here now talking about our performance this season you know and no and media court chart so at that TV super fair the highest point of the league so far and the lowest point for media mano actually see so kakra media team num I'm sorry from match day 1 kakra starting from the 5th position I'm caught 3rd kakra no what by the lowest point at match day 10 I'm drop at the bar 7th position and then I'm winning ya quickly I'm frostro na ba bien komo no ehia pa na me di wadri o check goals scored per 90 minutes now media man nyanya 1 player wash 3 goals this season Ubenya Dereford washe 2, Kamara D Mahmudu right back, Blaster, Unhuno, washe 2, Osab Benadino Tete washe 2, and of course Kevin and Chroma Prince Owusu ni go na Medechira wono, Dia Wisi Taylor, David Boyson Frimpong. Mediama are not really putting their fingers crossed because in the final third, who the OG team no idea about so 2-2-2-2, and it's so reflective on the table say Mediama performance no ebeko ya it has to reflect on both departments. Make a more attack, you know, and a defense, you know. So as I see, I said, the medium hour jump at a goal plus of 3. The goal plus of 3 means medium hour winning 6 games this season and draw me and lose me and so. And on points accumulation, you know, as at this point of the league, 21, you know, just some 2 points behind the other table on the top in BBN goal stars, and just 1 point short of Nations FC on also so edaso mienu na ma menche wade ba kwa esesa media ma omoye ho adwuma pa yi so the makan nyina no kire say in the final they have some level of strength omutumi e dey punish more opposition teams no and also more opponents na more defense na media ma struggle pa media ma haven't been able to put up a defense About stay very resolute. About keep the nod not tight and closed. Every time we as a team now, media ma bonijia to me say our attack and the weaponry about media punish media ma power. The only thing about say about attack media ma last line and has a folk Aduana and then Bechem United. All of those teams no me and sa obia at the 2 goals at the 2 media nets. Now league they are both first round away. So we are asking questions. Short of personnel, any problem not for Mediama. Me, I would say no. Because Nuruddin, one best partner for Vincent Atinga for the Mediama days, you know, or that's what Kofi Asma said Joe Bapa na or Penasem. Kofi Asma is still in the books of Mediama. And I know we saw bench one more. Emmanuel Kujo, Michael Enu, all these guys, and that's what more. And talk about God no Japasu Manuel Mante, a midfield that can on any day protect every defensive backline and away your league. How many goals have they conceded? It means even though my personnel, no, but put them in a structure, there are a lot of cracks. And one media team now, ni Boja Capo, and then the boss coach Adote, as a set Amokeka and some CNE, na Atmia Bomo. A queen of Faso League, you know, and the availability of midfielders, and the availability of defenders, but availability of a good structure in both ends, attack and then defense. Now, mediama and bassa moon crab ball, not pressure bamo. So, how do you stay very glued to defensive striking? How many times have you given offers and chances to the opposition teams? So, mediama Beji League in Africa, are they putting all their strength in the final third? For now, that is the case. Now, Ekwa no final third, so who else is the face of the attack? It's a certain Dereford draw. But Brantia Sempa. Now, on your goal scorer, Bebresa, he's not a really good finisher. Say I see him for Boston, 10 chances. Derek Asha, should be a 4 or 5 on any day. He is not a real finisher. But by the evidence of the first round and from the 12 games, Derek Fordjo, the man you see here at 1.62 by height, are not the leader of the medium attack. Quickly, in Chamnianko, in Swatra, FAC has folk. Now, Master Folk as a sound in a diamond midfield of 4. Salim Adam, Theophilus Collins, Mohamed Sani, and then Hussein Mohamed. And a coach now, and then Mauli Wayo, Ejra Hamza, Issa Achi. In a typical 4-man midfield diamond shape, 4-4-1-1. For Inswatraman, it was a typical 4-2-3-1 with double pivot of Daniel Amo and then a partner. Now, Omo Ekishwa said, about the pressure of the Mars folk. Now, this season, I can want some apart from the free mono. Has folk got a good partnership in Samuel Amofa and a Kevin Osasibe. That 4 and 5 from here, Juma Pa, the Mars folk. I'm not forget to cross say, Emmanuel Amankwa, Ransford Mensa, or Latrasa, I'm also a support to Amo. Everything good in terms of definition. I will have spoken to someone Amofa and a Kevin Osasibe and a Jumano. Now I understand apart from Niaba, so it even makes that department so rich, so rich. Now the problem is to say in a final test, I have spoken to me and she go. Now oh she schedule the board about Abatoneta. Yeah, now a bit difficult kakra. And into this season, open the paper call. Okay, can I ask for attack? You know, it's a certain Hamza Isa. I don't know. Yeah, you now better you go say the good basket back. A banana basket in a crack and as a fruta. How many players in the final third fast folk and a young go? So put away Hamza Isa and the Mauli Wayo. Has folk attack and a set of be. First of all, it's devoid of dynamism. every time there you can solely predict Hamza Isa and Obia person Ofidino. That hasn't been the case the days of Hasbro Kamimino. They always have wingers, a bit near 20 any lateral. They always have a striker, a bit near leading line, and goes Yamamo. But it hasn't been the case. We shall go and swat the two via Steven DU, one of our best players. And of course, generally in our Premier League, Steven DU happens to be one of the best players. They had initially a very good defensive system, a defending ball, we say. Benjamin Asare to Tony Sabakumiru. In fact, I dare ask for Kaya and Afi getting Benjamin Asare in their books. Or Yajuma. Now, I should say the team no share with TV. There was something now actually say ball we say under no circumstance and a ball we betting at on it. To share there was a structure of 4. And a Benjamin Asare no it was say our bambo pa na kebusa sa ball we go and Kausha TV no so because no and you go. But this was the goal in Swatre the ball to net. You know the activeness, reactive senses of us defenders, you know, it has to be up there. Okay, sir, I'm out of Lions boy. The same box area now, and I'm consider them a person making and say, oh, any public but I'm bad to do an ababeda. Yes, I'm a bass on mobile defender, but as soon as the ball is kicked in, kukru, Juana has spoke, I consider. So you can count about 4 or 5 players at a surrounding situation. You know. Benjamin Asare was so alert, yet when the ball was shot in, na ball at the net. Hasfolk will be coming up in the days bar against certain big teams. Menka this season, teams in your form. Kotoko and Chakra. Hasfolk Basabo Bieri Gold Stars. You know, these are some of the big games I have break. Chelsea is another big game. Hasfolk, put your face together. In the final third, Hamza Isa, Mauli Wayo, or a dead ball situation, not the goal number. Defensively, I can't really see a team where you're so solid. There are big games coming up. If indeed, as for percent of Bora top 4, FA Cup, no, which more. Now, who's a season, a call, a blossom said they are now fans in Asia. These changes have to be maintained or repaired. Other than that, I better to say, you're winning back, you draw back, you lose back, that kind of season. So, Joe, my fancy, Ramu too much, so I'm not here, did you have my basana, a hard general. My fancy and 2 show so. Nanyakupo Yaduma Brekum Chelsea Nations for the first time in 2 years. Ever since Nations our existence, our league Obia far ball and Koto net our twice winning game. What the 2 nets are can what's here, Sana Net Nations. It's changed. We will look details of that game, Yankupo Yaduma. Ochina. What's a be Makwan for now, my men actually. I mean for now.
Midfield action, Kessben Television, Kessben 93.3, Kessben 92.9 Accra, Newton Latin Marijata, and Yakotin in Karura clubs no more Accra, the Nsempi Efrim and so the Abreno. You can make stories no more Accra.
Yeah,
Sefrangunaro.
General and some name,
yeah,
Bakoye GFE. Any stakeholders in executive council meeting or Tuado. And the other one is got to do with Asante Kotoko and Shisha Omodiaba. Mami Piki GFD and first.
Okay.
First of all, the stakeholders meeting no more postponed. My position has not changed. I don't think the problems are a bit devil in football. No, the GFA president, the executive council, Amunya where they know. So stakeholders meeting, a match I do about nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, you be several times. It may be a quack so money a day. Omu we na say Sebi, ye tea ye crano mukuchi gun crata so I decoshe draw 1 year cantuma a seat. 1 year you man no my drink any of interest and no be running football. So for me, so much postpone me my dreams are on shedding here. Then we are no free honoma. They are going to meet to discuss on of Utuado. The issues now, money stakeholders we're discussing. And one more one, they have already dissolved the management committee of the Black Stars. We are no the next thing is to take a decision on Utuado. I'm saying that Utuado has exhibited sufficient incompetence to merit a sack. And when he has here by high on be brave. Papa no achirese adwuma no ontumi nye omo nhyase enwene ho ne enhwe going forward the way ebeko eno ne GF nsem no. Back to Asante Kotoko, mene tester no kan say omo eyi owura ana Dr. Prosperity Ogum free IMC ni mu na wa concentrate on the technical duties no a long overdue. For me, I also agree say a long overdue. First of all, here it be how I change it by quickly near there. I actually expected say after the first season, Nanko Mube enter into the second season, they should have taken that decision straight away. And I think say a very good decision. Honestly, Kotoko here proper structures. As I say, I am seeing beefing it up. Ya mienim ni nipenim ni. A big team like Asante Kotoko. Nana Apenkra or Bon Homo Dimbia. But Minhu Kotoko management as a be say now Maji League pen. General, look, Dr. KK is upon Edgy League with Masokuneduno. You saw a well structured Asante Kotoko management and board. We are no the free honum krana. Ufase Kotoko J under Didi Dramania. We saw proper structures. Ogumba fixed under Nanaya Ponza and in the board. No, you saw proper structures. Clear case of leadership with proper supervision. And would they go back to even when the IMC under Bafo it take over no? At least clearly, Director of Operations, Director of Communications, Bafo the head, way, and a golden boy Abdul Razak, a bit pricky housework dominance. Ghana League, no, Obia catch now say management in Bull League in Ibiobo. Even for Kotoko, anytime a Kotoko League, you could see the influence. First, Ogum winning the league, Obia ni Rua Damenyamu player. And tis a Kotoko indeed, Peso League now. As a proper structures. Now back to 3 matches. I don't think that something clearly send 2-0 results na nke bia baby ya champion jina no na nka ugum jina nkoma yinedi damn the consequence nkoma yinedi nti we na kire say ebia na obetumi ayo isi do ma ya na se kire nya ne say ebia na obetumi ayo ebia problem na wo ho results ne ma no wonya anu aduru say ana say we one of something. Into a matter of we are not too sure whether we have a solution to the problem. Into kakra. Sanity there 3 matches. Only has to focus Kumazia. December, I think 14th or 15th. 15th, yeah. Ewo Babayara. My say when your solution are the players ready? Have you gotten your technical and then mutatis and everything correct? Then go to Dreams in Tudu and go and play. And then against Gold Stars, 3 matches, 2 ewa Babayara, Bako away. Now 7 points no more. Say win 2 and then draw 1 at least. 3 matches no. Anya ye kura say opese obo adwuma ho ba ya win mi na Bako de draw. Okay. The Hasselhoff game in Kumasi. Say one share no. No lose as a say the moment you lose 1 game, it means that you can't make the 7 points. UK for drivers line drivers lines. There are some key here we failure no to us. Okay. Who failure no to us. Okay. Mistakes be allowed, but there are some mistakes at the moment, major mistake. We are to us. Now 7 points, if indeed they are going by it, what it means is that 3 matches, and the moment you lose 1, you have not been able to make the 7 points. Okay. Into but let's assume against us about draw. It means that your 7 points is still achievable. Maybe our dreams are question, but our dreams scoreboard draw 7-1 to me.
Gold Stars.
Gold Stars. A difficult task, but I think that I'm passing Kotoko finding ni mojo back. It is possible for them to beat us here. Dreams is not playing well. It is possible to win there and then probably get a draw against Gold Stars and you make your 7 points. So let's see how things pan out.
Okay. Yadi Barrier, na Marvin 4141. Marvin. Oh, Marvin. Our CEO. Marvin Ire Mami at the form. Wow. And 1 week, basso. And Mrs. Rose Bafwa na etai a friend or Auntie Rose or Nyemfi at your watchy me, na ɔtɔn Piccadilly biscuits ɛwɔ Central Market ɛnɛ na 1 week no ɛba so nyame yɛ adoma anwummerɛ Kumasi Bodi Junction Jomint Drive ɛbɛn ana ɛwɔ filling station no akyiri hɔ ɛna 1 week no ɛba so nti Marvin 4141 ɔsi amanfoɔ mo megya no na nkɔ yɛn sie na yere maame
the ashina no no bia
ɛnyɛ easy crowd 4141 no ɛna yie kɛseɛ paa ɛti mo yɛnkɔ na yɛnkɔ boa ma bibia nyɛ kama paa Mrs Rose Bafo awua yɛ tafrɛ no ɛyɛ Auntie Rose 1 week no Body Junction na ɛba so ɛda mo nyinaa se ɛmra so sɛ breaking news abegyafo ɛnso bɛtra se na ɔmode breaking news no